Wait till we get a regular location. This
Oh,
mute.
What are you gonna do? Throw hands?
This
Of
mute.
course.
Wait
Yeah,
till
we'll
we get a
literally
regular location.
unplug your
my nigga.
microphone.
so you
Wait till
know,
we
Unplug
get
your
a
microphone.
regular location.
Drew,
Yeah.
Drew,
Microphone.
Drew say,
Timeout corner.
"Nah, we're gonna pull
Yeah.
out the gloves, Drew, so you can get some of his anger out." But he gonna punch the wall.
Oh, was it the Jersey Shore where the situation threw his head into that's gonna be Drew.
Right.
He's gonna be so mad at us.
Yeah.
He's gonna get fired up. He's gonna throw his head into the wall and knock himself out.
Yeah, I'm in go mode, go. Yeah, I'm in go mode, go mode.
What's up, guys? Welcome,
What's up?
welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars, episode 43. Drew, you're back. How do we say 43 in Spanish?
Even though I don't. Of 43.
43. Is that right, my Spanish folks?
Correct.
Correct.
I don't know why y'all want me
Hey,
to say.
now-
Remember.
Now remember
Remember
decap,
what?
decap ain't Spanish. He just look like a Spanish, but he ain't really Spanish. I'm talking to Johnny.
He's Puerto Rican.
He just got the Dominicana look. But welcome to 43, man. OSA now, as you can see, we got the homie in the building filling in for Just DQ. Decap holding it down this episode with us. So we're going to get right into it, man. Like always, episode brought to you by Don's LLC, sponsored by Cloud Camp. You know, we rapping all the time, but let's get into it. We got our faithful leader back. Give it up for Eddie Horchata.
I am in a undisclosed location. I have to be very, very quiet to not wake up old ladies. And yes, I am on the Bang Bros couch.
Yes, he's on the Bang Bros couch, and that old lady is his woman, so she told him to shut the heck
Sugar
up.
Mama told me to
So-
keep it down.
Now, also back this episode because he was out last week as well. Give it up for Mr. Drew,
What's up?
repping Don's LLC every episode. Give it up for K Jet. Last week he was looking like he was about to get somebody $150. This week he toned it down. Get up for Johnny Five. Like I said, we got the homie Decap in the building, you know, filling in for Just DQ. And last but not least, my mama called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. Let's get into the episode with In Case You Missed It. And we kicking it off with COVID in sports. Not much, which is a good thing. Not much in COVID in sports. The main things I got is hockey's back.
Mm-hmm.
Now
It's been back for a while.
Right. But
Sure.
they are the ones that's now having the COVID issues because the New Jersey Devils have recently postponed their games, as well as the Buffalo Sabres have games postponed due to COVID and COVID protocol. I mean, until everybody get vaccinated and the zombie apocalypse don't happen.
Listen, don't feel like a zombie yet. I don't feel like a zombie yet.
Right. So you got
Although a lot of people went for their second doses this week, and a lot of them called out of work.
Word. So you got your first dosage. You go back for your
I got my
second
first
one.
dose. My second one's at the end of the month.
Johnny, did you tell the pod?
What?
Your boy Cap had that COVID, boy.
Oh no!
What? You had COVID? Word. Damn.
COVID in sports. Decap
All right, now hold
member.
on. Now, before we get into it, this is the good boy hour. Let me put that out there first.
Right.
So the first 10 minutes, we try not to use profanity. So before any conversation kick off, I'm just putting that out there now. Drew is usually the culprit when it comes to it. Kev, the one who did it last week, who broke that.
Yeah, I wasn't even. Yeah.
The clock is going right now as we speak. First 10 minutes, let's try to prevent the profanity because the way
We're good boys.
We're good boys.
No,
and the way YouTube works,
No, we're not.
they push your vids to the bottom of the search. So we're just trying to make sure that all y'all see what we got and what we talking about. But again, in COVID, got NHL having their issues with players either with the contact tracing. It's not a lot of players getting it, but they've been close to somebody that might have had it. So they having those issues. But also in the NBA, The homie KD is currently out. He should be back Friday because of last week it was weird.
It was a brutal turn of events for me. So, I mean, he was cleared to play.
Right.
Well, first he wasn't supposed to play. Then he comes in later.
Right.
And then, after he does pretty well, the team's looking really good with him.
Yeah, took him out in the third.
So where they take him out again, and, obviously he has his meltdown, which rightfully so. I would absolutely be upset. Goes into the locker room, clearly frustrated, and then is immediately posting free number 7 and all this other stuff, and everybody wants him to go out. So it was just very, very confusing. I mean, the guy had his problems with COVID to begin with, as it was, right? And then was in contact with someone, but tested negative 4 times before that game?
Three times before the game.
So then it turns into the guy that he was with didn't test positive the first 2 times, and then tested positive the third time. So therefore, KD had to sit out. And again, I get it. The league is trying to be safe, but I think they kind of just dragged him through the mud with, telling him he's good, telling him he's not good, telling him he's good. I mean, a player gets into a mindset, thinks he's going to be out there, obviously wants to contribute to help his team. That's an important year for him. But again, I get where the league is coming from. We're trying to be safe, but it was also very weird and unclear.
I mean, with cases like this, Johnny, do you think the NBA's policy dealing with COVID is flawed? Like, again, you say in a situation like KD, where it's like, are you good? You're not good, but you might be good, but we're going to take a chance. But then we're not because you're KD, but it's all over the place.
Listen, NBA is trying their best. I commend them, but it is flawed because that whole KD situation made no sense.
Yeah.
If they wasn't sure, it was like they wasn't 100% sure. They should have never let him get in the game. So now, even though he tested negative 3 times, you throw him in the game, and then someone he was with tests positive, and you take him out the game. So say that next test, KD would have tested positive. He would have interacted with a whole bunch of players.
Right. Yes, exactly.
You allowed him to play. So obviously it's flawed. They're trying their best, but
But again, now with that, KD is he's a superstar. So of course his situation is gonna get a lot of limelight. But who's to say this might not have happened with other players? Then players come back positive, and then they've made these interactions with they played or stuff like that. Now we got.
Remember, it happened with Steph Curry like a month ago. Remember, he was on the bench next to the team, and did he test positive? I think he tested positive.
Yeah, I think he did.
And Philly was going through it because they had a whole bunch of players with I don't know if they tested positive, but they was, I guess, next to him. They had to deal with the not having players available, but. I don't know. It is flawed, but they're trying their best. They're trying their best.
It's better than them all having to sit in the bubble, so they shouldn't complain.
I mean, in the way that it's going, it looked like the bubble might be the best fit.
Yeah.
If they want a season to happen,
bubble,
and they don't want of course they don't want the bubble. Nobody wants the bubble because again, there's so much basketball to be played. The bubble only worked because it was such a short amount of time. To have these players, playing. But if this continues to be an issue, and it has been, again, like I said, it's been over 30 games have been canceled so far in this short NBA season.
Yeah, it's 72 games in all anyway. It's short.
So they moving things around. They only put out the first half of the schedule. Decap, throwing it to you. What do you think would be the best option for the NBA moving forward when it comes to dealing with COVID? Should we go the bubble route? Should we should we shorten the season? I
was going to say, this season, it already is, in swing. But what they should have did was they should have shortened the season and made it 40 games and then did a bubble style.
Right.
And then, I know the players wouldn't want to be there, but they could play 8 games in a day, you know what I'm saying? And knock the 40 out, have a short season.
That'd be crazy. 8 games in a day.
And you know they gonna have the television ratings going crazy.
Right.
And the players probably be happier because they're like, damn, we gotta play 40 games, but it's gonna be intense. Everybody we gotta win every night.
Right.
Exactly.
But my question is, why they didn't do kind of like what baseball was doing, where they had at least I thought what baseball was doing is have you playing geographically, where you only play teams in your area type of thing?
On your
What,
coast,
I think that's really
on
smart.
your coast.
I
Like,
think that's really smart. I don't think they thought of it, but I think it's really smart.
The reason why is because we all know the East is still not at the same level as the West,
right.
Mm-hmm.
and it'd be some boring games, and everybody just watching the
Boom.
West.
So we got we got through we got 4 minutes left. Cap broke it. He a guest, so
It's all right. It's all right.
we're gonna
We'll
throw the dolphin noise over Cap. He almost did, but yeah, like again, why they don't do? And I see, because again, you look at geographically, I don't want to see the Bulls play the Pacers 10 games.
Yeah. That won't be fun.
Or the Bulls play the Pistons. 10
Right,
games.
Bulls play the Pistons 10 games.
Or Brooklyn played the Knicks 10
Hey,
games.
come on.
I mean,
Actually,
the Knicks
well,
are
actually,
doing
I actually
good
got
right
hard
now.
to
That may
say.
be a good series.
Actually,
This one we're down.
Yeah,
That's a good series.
Brooklyn play Philly, they play Washington, they play the Knicks.
They'll lose 2 games.
Yeah.
That's also probably the reason why they chose not to do it, because they want the competition level to
Right.
be
balanced.
Yeah.
Imagine being
They don't want to give
Brooklyn
one
beating
team
up on all these scrubs. You go to the playoffs and you get
ultimate
knocked out quick.
Yo,
balance, and they run up on all the trash teams.
yeah, you're right. Because again, I'm trying to compare the geographic. Looking at the West, like
Lakers have to play the Clippers 10 times.
Play the Clippers, play Phoenix, play like these type of teams 10 times. Yeah, that Sacramento, even though Sacramento ain't the best of teams, but that would definitely be more competitive on that side versus the alternative, you in the Midwest or you in the East. So I get it, I understand, but NBA, we rooting for y'all, man. Hopefully y'all figured it out. That's all I got.
I mean, they could spend like $1 billion and get a little island and have all the players go to an island.
That'd be cool.
Better bubble.
I mean, that's the same thing. That would be the same thing as a bubble. Like, honestly.
Yeah, but it could be. They could change it where they could even have like Hard Knocks, but like NBA edition where we get to see them around with their families and stuff like that.
Right.
The NBA has bread. They could buy a little small island and have all the players there.
Yeah, probably off the coast of China with their relationship and everything.
I mean,
listen.
Yeah.
They could go to St. Martin.
Eddie
Message.
Right, I was about to say Eddie get deep. Nah, NBA can go anywhere. Anywhere they want to go, anybody will host them, like without any problem. But
they could do what they could do what's my man's name? The
Fight
white dude that
Fight Island, Dana White?
No, the white dude that ran for president that bought Belize. He went to Belize and took over Belize. John McAfee. They could do what John McAfee did. Go to Belize, take over the whole country, and just do what they want to do there.
Change the name of Belize to NBA.
Yeah, NBA Part 2 or something like that.
The only other thing I had in relation to COVID, obviously the whole big news with KD and how they're handling it. NBA still wants an All-Star game, and obviously I think we all know what this is for. It's obviously for the money. So if you're going to be very cautious with a big name player like Kevin Durant and make him play because he's Kevin Durant, but then also bench him to be part of player safety. In order to get these guys to all get together, just so we can watch a skills challenge on TNT and an uncompetitive game, which again is fun.
All they gonna do is the game, not even like the skills stuff on the
but still, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. And they should really.
LeBron not even with it.
Yep.
They should do all the other events, all the individual events. Right. They could do that on
that's safer.
Zoom.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
They can have a dunk contest where somebody go
up. I don't know. They tried that. They tried that with the horse on ESPN, and that was awful.
Yeah, that was.
Everybody's
trash.
Quality was bad. Everybody had different.
But what Cap's saying is less people involved with the skill challenges
in their own facility where they already at anyway.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You can do it. Yeah, that's actually smart. Like have somebody in a city.
Maybe they offer a little bit more money, and then you got some superstars that usually wouldn't do the dunk contest to come and do the dunk contest. Make it a little more exciting, or the 3-point contest.
Yeah, I mean, because that's actually smart. Because again, even with the 3-point contest, that's still timed.
It's
So
timed, and they don't have to be nowhere near nobody.
They don't have to be nowhere. The skills challenge is time. Like you can still actually, it's still again they gonna do it up and edit it on TV. So
the only thing you could probably cheat with is with the dunk contest. Maybe they deflate the ball a little bit, do something a little more crazy.
Right.
But
I mean, but if it's officially ran, the NBA makes sure that everything is up to par. Like honestly, the skills challenge will probably be the most safe thing to do, and it's still entertaining. So I'm with that. I'm actually with that. But what you're saying, Drew?
Nah, I'm just saying I agree with like most of the other players. Like this, the All-Star stuff. Like if you going this hard on like regular games, why even have the All-Star weekend anyway? Like
we can't even
that
get
shit
games.
makes no sense.
We can't even get games.
No.
So why waste it on All-Star?
Yeah, exactly. Why waste it on All-Star? Like this shit makes no sense. I kind of agree with like players like LeBron and all that.
Although it would be pretty cool if the entire NBA, all the All-Stars were like out and then like, you know, for like 2 weeks. I think it'd be a pretty funny league to watch.
Right. I mean,
guys will get shots they never got, you know.
But what? Imagine what they're gonna do in that week off. People gonna be out doing whatever they want to do because they're not in season mode. You know, that's they weekend break.
Awesome.
Right.
So I'm saying like they could even go get COVID because they out in Atlanta eating wings and something like that. You know what I'm saying? So
getting lemon peppers.
Lemon pepper. Lou Wills. Get the
shit could get crazy, man. That's all I'm saying. But we moving on from COVID.
Actually, it's in Atlanta anyway, so they can get wings they can get that's where it's at. It's in Atlanta.
We did that. We did that already.
You
fucking R word.
No, I said the All-Star weekend is in Atlanta.
We got that. We did that. Yeah.
I'm guessing we're past the 10-minute mark because
we are. Ed coming out here with F-bomb.
Yeah, I heard the alarm go off. I know what's up.
So moving on from COVID.
Fucking R word.
So now y'all could curse. This is 10 minutes is up.
10 minutes is gone. So now we're gonna get into Johnny's moment, man. The moment Johnny's been waiting on, man. Moving from COVID.
Listen. I want Ed to do the recap.
In case you missed it.
What do you want me to do?
The defense.
Listen, Drew, before we get into it. All right, cool. In case you missed it. We are shooting on Sunday, but we're shooting on Tuesday, but this last Sunday, the Super Bowl took place. Tampa Bay, Florida. They had The Weeknd there. They had her there. They had Jasmine Sullivan there. But they had Goat Brady and Baby Goat there battling it out. Eddie, take us through it. Super Bowl. Let us know what happened, Dan.
Yeah, so it was a pretty brutal game to watch. You guys see me here on this in this dark room. I had no cable, so I had to figure out a way to watch the game on my phone and then cast it onto the TV. It was pretty brutal. I did get to watch the whole game, luckily for me. Did miss the national anthem, but it is what it is. Final score of this game was 9-31, I believe.
Yep.
Yep, 9-31, obviously in favor of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, what else is there to say, right? I think everyone here knows how much I despise Tom Brady in his entire existence.
That's it,
and,
right.
I've long given up the fact that he's not the greatest of all time. It's a stupid argument. But what I will tell you is that it is very frustrating. Because I have a lot of Patriots fans in my life. Unfortunately, I don't know how I've surrounded myself around them, but I get to see them every day, and it sucks. And they weren't upset, which is an unrealistic feeling. I get that the guy won you 6 Super Bowls, but he's doing that for another team now. If he goes on again, because it doesn't look like he stopped.
No.
And again, let's address the bigger elephant in the room. Tom Brady has the most Super Bowls in any franchise history. So it's more than Patriots. That's more than Steelers at 7. If you combine 13 teams in the NFL, Tom Brady combined still, even though you can, it's the Jags, the Bengals, the Jets, the Panthers. You combine all these teams again. There's another 10 teams to go along with those guys. But Tom Brady has more than them. He's won 10 straight Super Bowls. He's got 7 rings to prove for it. He's 7-2. Obviously, John knows that the only 7-3. The only 2 losses that he has are against his New York Giants and Nick Foles. Now, as far as the game is concerned, I wish there was a better game to watch. I didn't think, I heard the news of Eric Fisher going down early. I didn't think it was going to be a big issue because Patrick Mahomes is still Patrick Mahomes. I mean, if you watch that game, that kid made some pretty athletic moves.
On a run.
I'm saying the fix is in pretty early. Tom Brady's interception in that first quarter, that was definitely a momentum swing. They were letting the guys play. Tyrann Mathieu and Brady went back and forth for a little bit. Obviously, Brady wins that battle with the touchdown to Antonio Brown late. But again, it was fun. Even though the Chiefs were down early, it didn't matter, right? I think we were all watching that game thinking that, yeah, they're going to come back. But ultimately, Mahomes was running for his life. Fucking Todd Bowles. You could be a defensive coordinator again, apparently. Good for you, dude. Wish you could have done that for the New York Jets, but, it is what it is. I'm not hating. I mean, I'm just saying, he didn't do well when he was the head coach of the New York Jets. Again, granted, he's a good coordinator.
He wasn't terrible as head coach for the Jets, though. He
wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. He wasn't great. I liked Bowles. I wanted to keep him around, but he was burying himself. Defense was his strong point, and defensively we weren't good. And again, I know that's a lot with McCagnon and the drafting, but I don't want to talk about the Jets. I want to talk about the fact that, the Buccaneers defense looked unbelievable, and all credit to Todd Bowles on JPP recreating his career. I mean, the last time he was in the Super Bowl was when he was playing against Tom Brady. Now he gets
Dominican Sue getting the ring, man.
Dominican Sue, the dirty player finally gets a ring. I mean, look, the game was the game. It was boring after a certain point because the most prolific offense that we've seen since the greatest show on turf couldn't even score a touchdown. Now, again, I know it was 2 offensive linemen out that game. And I know Mahomes did literally everything. We saw probably some of the greatest passes for incompletions I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
They said
one of them was the top 5 plays for me.
That first one that was to the back end zone that looked like homie caught it.
That hit Tyreek Hill in the face.
Tyreek right in the head.
No.
No, he's talking about the one that he
McCoy Hardman.
But homie tried to front he caught it.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought he caught that shit.
I thought he caught that shit too.
Now it was a few
challenge that shit. That's a touchdown.
Again, that shit. I saw a stat. It was he had 400 and something scramble yards, not negative scramble yards.
It's crazy.
497.
Yeah,
exactly. For the pass. That's how many yards he ran for passes.
But that's a weird stat because they said it was the most in Super Bowl history. But for one, we don't really get mobile, agile quarterbacks like him and Aaron Rodgers in the Super Bowl that often, for one.
Right.
And for 2, they never gave us who was in.
Yeah, and I'm about to say that's not a stat we really even count.
Yeah.
That's a stat that they just created out of nothing. Because again, it's the Tom Brady suck fest.
When there's a new face of the league, there's a new face in the league. You gotta put the stats to make it.
Yeah, because it's not positive yards, so it's
it could have been. It could have been, say, Nick Foles at number 2 with 460, and it's and
do they count that from side to side? Do they count it from back?
Exactly.
How they count that? All I know is I
think that's how they counted it, from side to side, and then north.
I just want to say one more thing because I need to just get it off my chest. The first female referee in the Super Bowl. Shout out to you. Women can do anything. Clap, 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 clap. Her son's name is Brady and named it after Brady, and she was the one that threw most of the flags. Go.
Okay, but
conspiracy.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna wait my turn.
Look, but also I saw
that's crazy.
No, I saw a conspiracy. I ain't gonna get to it yet, but
look, the Chiefs didn't score. They had plenty of opportunities to score.
They had plenty. A lot of passes dropped from his
a lot of flags thrown.
Again, a lot of flags thrown, but there were about 3 touchdowns that the Chiefs didn't catch.
Correct.
So put that out there. Now I said the Chiefs weren't gonna win this year. I told you it's too lax. They were doing too much. I told y'all. in the
Come on,
middle of the
yeah,
season.
but-
No,
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That wasn't a whack.
That wasn't the reason. That wasn't the reason that they won,
yes.
though.
Come on.
That wasn't the
Let's bring
reason.
it. Let's bring it.
No.
No, wait.
No.
Let's bring it all the
That
way
wasn't
back.
the reason,
No,
though.
Bring it all the way back. Bring it all the way back.
We're gonna go 25, maybe 30 episodes ago. We're gonna bring it all the way back.
Okay.
Remember when Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers? You know, all that energy I was talking about. Packers
Right.
did, Saints did. Remember all that?
Right.
Yo, John, you crazy? Yo. Oh, the Buccaneers not gonna go to the playoffs. Remember all that? No.
I said
Yeah,
that.
I would say they would have went to the playoffs.
John, we all came around eventually.
No. I want to hear the switch up. Keep y'all talking all the playoffs.
No, look, John. Keep it a buck. I didn't have the Bucks. I said the Saints or the Packers were gonna win the Super Bowl.
And also, John, I did say that that's the Saints division until somebody takes it from them, and someone took it from them.
Yeah, the GOAT pulled up, and y'all looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, yo, go Brady in town. It's gonna be different.
Look, I didn't trust Arians,
Tom Brady. John loves Tom Brady. And look, he won his 7th Super Bowl.
But then, as it got closer to the end of the season, we started to see. Okay, the Bucks were just as good as everybody else.
And every episode, I picked the Buccaneers. Oh, John, you're crazy.
Because you eat all the time.
No, it's the truth.
John, it's because you're really excessive. John, it's excessive.
Y'all told me he wasn't going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
Who said he wasn't going to make the playoffs?
I said
that. I want to run it back.
Yeah, I did.
I was told to go.
But I also said that before Breeze got hurt.
Listen.
Correct.
Breeze could be hurt. Mm-hmm. Breeze could have a bionic arm. He still was going to lose. Listen, the thing is, y'all got to understand. You put the GOAT in a situation where players that they already had weapons, and then other weapons follow. That team was
the weapons that he had there, he didn't even bother to utilize in the Super Bowl. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's the point.
He threw the ball to his friends. He threw the ball.
But that's the Brady. That's the Brady way. That's the Brady way.
And then he said, "I'm done throwing." Here you go, Leonard. Take the ball.
No. That's to let y'all know. Like, they're gonna say Mike Evans this, Chris Godwin that. I'm giving a Gronk 2 TDs. How I always do it. Gronk's my guy. Retired. Hold
on, but let's be clear.
Mike Evans put him in position for one of those touchdowns.
No, I was say that. I did. No, but my point. Mike Evans is what he's supposed to do. My point is, the team was stacked, right? He went to the guy. He gave a touchdown to AB to the Gronk. AB missed half the season. He missed half the season. He wasn't playing.
Yeah, but that's also hate when y'all saying, "Oh, he gave it to his friends." Now he gave it to who was open and who was reliable.
I obviously hate him.
But again, you look at it.
That's why he went to Gronk. In the Super Bowl, Gronk more than anybody else.
But again, Gronk and AB is open when you got Godwin and Evans on the outside.
And let's be clear, Chris Godwin had a horrible playoffs. He dropped a lot of bad passes.
Word.
You can tell.
I don't think Chris Godwin's on that team next year.
The kid Tyler Johnson, Brady was loving him this whole playoffs. Once he dropped that pass in I think the second quarter, you ain't even see him in the game like that after that. It was like,
Brady don't play that shit.
No, they put another receiver in there. It was another receiver in there.
And what's homie name? Scotty Miller. They was loving him all season, but they seen him in the playoffs. He ain't the same. So not today.
Brady should sit them niggas. Sit them niggas down.
Man.
Yeah.
But look,
I just don't like him. I just don't like him, and I hope he dies.
Here's the
I hope he
conspiracy,
dies.
right? Here's the conspiracy. So look,
don't want him to play anymore.
They won Sunday night. They won Sunday night. I don't know if y'all seen it. Monday morning, the T-Mobile commercial dropped. Did y'all see the T-Mobile commercial?
Yeah, well, that dropped. Actually, that commercial dropped during the Super Bowl. I watched it during.
It did.
Okay, so basically,
it happened before the Super Bowl.
So I didn't see it until Monday, but it's basically saying that they were going to win the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. People are saying that this shit, the Super Bowl, again, as you say, the refs gave them the game. That the conspiracy is this game was won before it was even played.
All right, so hold on.
I have one more conspiracy, and I promise I will let you go.
But it's to this point. It's to this point.
But Roger Goodell was in the booth with Russell Wilson and Ciara, right? Tom Brady has now won his 7th Super Bowl. Probably, look, I'm not going to count him out. It could probably happen again. But I think Roger Goodell is finding his new quarterback, and Ciara was talking all that hot shit. And now what comes out today? Russell Wilson wants to go play for another team now. Just saying.
Oh, he didn't say he wanted to play for another team.
No.
He was unhappy. He didn't say he was to be traded.
Listen,
though.
I'm saying Russell Wilson is the
if Roger
next
Goodell's looking for his next quarterback,
it's
definitely Patrick Mahomes. It's definitely not Russell Wilson.
It should be, but Russell was there for no reason.
The way they be riding Pat, it's definitely Patrick in their eyes. For one, and for two, you said they had that T-Mobile commercial.
They had
you
it before
talking?
the
Hold
Super
on,
Bowl.
listen. You said T-Mobile. You ain't say Verizon.
Right.
You ain't say AT&T. If it was gonna be somebody where this was really set up and it would be a bigger company for one, and for two, how many of them Chiefs T-shirts did they have printed with the championship on it?
They always have.
They always have.
No, the only thing is the commercial features Tom Brady and Gronk.
It's like a laggy video.
It's like
funny.
So it's like bad service with other companies where Gronk is telling Brady to come to Tampa.
I've seen that.
We're gonna win.
It was actually cut. It didn't make. It said that commercial didn't make the Super Bowl.
That's why I watched the Super Bowl. I didn't see it until yesterday.
It came.
I swear, I watched the Super Bowl maybe because I was watching it on my phone.
No, you know what it was?
Before.
I think they posted it on social media.
Right. Okay.
On like as the Super Bowl was going, but
I watched it way before the Super Bowl.
I watched it on TV.
So it was one of the ads that didn't make the cut.
It was that week before.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
it was the day of.
So the whole conspiracy is the if you watch the commercial in full, it's basically the glitch, but Brady take it as Gronk telling him, "Come to Tampa, we're going to win the Super Bowl," and they win the Super Bowl. He comes to Tampa, boom, boom, and it happens. It happens in Tampa. He wins in Tampa, Super Bowl in Tampa. Everything just sets up to be the perfect story. Brady comes to Tampa, Super Bowl held in Tampa, boom, boom, everything falls in line. You want fucking Freemason, you want to Illuminati or whatever you want to do. But this is what they saying.
That's the
that line judge. They call that offsides. That they only showed one angle of, by the way. They only showed one angle of that offsides, and they didn't show the second one because they know they fucked up, and it was too late because they already kicked the field goal.
Me and Kev was watching that together. Me and Kev both said you could clearly see both people's heads. Can you just back
up the conspiracy? God
Listen,
damn!
You see both people's heads clearly past the ball.
Decaf, I told you you have to back me up this episode. I literally texted you saying you have to back me up this episode because they're going to.
They was both offsides. They was wilding up.
They was wilding.
Either way. Line judge who kept throwing that flag. But the
truth is, I think that's a part of their that's a part of their scheme anyway, and that shit just doesn't get called on them that often. That's a part of their scheme.
Yeah. But hold on, I want to give my breakdown since Eddie did his hating.
Go ahead,
Let me give my
Kat.
breakdown.
Of course, go
so
for it.
So for one, let's give them the flowers. Devin White and Levante David might be the best. Might be the best linebacker duo since Suggs and Ray Lewis. Them boys is nice. Travis Kelce ain't get to have the game that he usually have because them two boys was in the middle.
And he had his numbers though. He finished with 114, right?
All right, but that's not like that. Travis Kelce changed games when they need him usually. They did not let that happen. And you can tell that even
I didn't even know he even had that much because he was
because towards the end of the game he was catching them in the middle and running 15 yards, 20 yards because they was giving them that so that they couldn't get it outside to Tyreek Hill and everybody else.
Exactly.
Then for two, everybody saying the refs calling this and all of that. If you watch the Chiefs play, Bashar Breeland and the kid on the other side, they held all the time. And
that's
we all
part
seen
of
the,
their scheme too.
We all seen this. We all seen the clip with Michael Jordan of going to the ref and saying, "Hey, come on, he holding on me." And the refs listen to GOATs and guys that have been in the league for a long time. I'm sure before the game, Tom Brady went to the refs and said, "Hey, look, every time we're gonna run a route where the wide receivers cut in, these guys hold the arm every single time." And the refs, if they do listen to a veteran guy.
Yeah, but it's the
who-
Super Bowl,
Nah,
man.
Well,
You do that shit in the regular season.
but Tony
Nah, but
Romo,
that-
these kids,
Tony Romo even
listen,
said that he was
DK,
like,
so
yo,
that
this their
argument,
game. This their
arguably,
game. This how they play.
but-
They grab a
but
lot.
that's what I'm saying. Arguably, though, there's pass interference on every single fucking play in the NFL,
but that's
and
the
everyone
thing.
fucking knows that.
But that's the
but
thing,
that
though.
Everyone
pass
knows that.
interference call on Mike Evans was bullshit, bro.
There was listen, there was
Wait,
bad
the
calls.
red zone?
The interception.
Talking about
The interception.
yeah,
I was talking about the
Right,
interception.
right.
Which
But
No,
at
not
the-
even
definitively
No,
was a game
you
changer.
talking about the red zone one
You
against
talking about the Tyrann Matthew one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Matthew won.
But,
Yeah,
but
which
like I'm
was
saying,
an interception.
but like I'm saying,
Oh, the uncatchable.
when you tell the refs, look, certain guys do certain things, they're gonna call it because they know you're gonna keep complaining about
Right.
it, and they ran the same
Right,
route.
and you put them on notice.
Exactly. And then another thing, when it comes to the game tape, I'm not gonna say that they was running with Leonard, because to me, I didn't think Leonard Fournette had a crazy game like that. But they was trying to get that ball on the field as long as possible because they didn't want Pat Mahomes to get hot. And you can even see it in his body energy. Like, it looked like he wasn't at a Super Bowl. Like, he didn't look like he was really there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's all schemes. That was
all scheme, that whole game.
Even remember, Kev, we was watching it. There's one play. They're calling a play, and Tom starts screaming at the sideline. He walks all the way to the sideline, screaming at them.
He's
saying,
like, no.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, he said no, yeah.
I gotta run this right here.
Run it again. He said same play, yeah.
That's GOAT shit.
Yeah, that's
and
GOAT
then they
shit.
scored.
Because Fournette finished with 89 yards and a touch, bro.
Yeah.
I was not
that
expecting
one big run. It was that big run was huge.
And then my last thing, Pat Mahomes had 9 points. The Washington football team at 23 with a bum quarterback.
Nah, he's not a bum. He's nice. Taylor Heineke killed it.
If we had Pat Mahomes, we might be in the Super Bowl championship jersey.
This is gonna be the last thing I gotta say about this. Go Brady wins again, and he packed our man's Drew Brees up. Talking about your man's gone. He's leaving the league. He's not gonna be in the league next year. Go Brady came to town, packed him up. Bye.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Did everyone get their football takes so we can?
Okay, I'm gonna just say.
Kelsey finished with 133.
Look, congratulations to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Congratulations to their team, their offensive coordinator team. Got a bunch of black people on that working under Bruce Arians. So congrats to that. Got women on the coaching staff. Also, Devin White should have been an MVP because he pretty much controlled that fucking game. And so but of course the QB gonna get it. But that should have been an MVP. Tampa, we're gonna see what y'all do next year. Football season is over, unfortunately.
Word.
So congratulations, John.
Yeah.
Your boy did it again. Goat Brady. Let's get
Brady
it.
King.
I just and then obviously, for the future, like you kind of alluded to, the Chiefs are fine. They're gonna be fine. They'll figure it out. They're the Chiefs. They have Patrick Mahomes, 10 years. The guy's probably gonna play as long as Brady plays.
They'll be here a few more times.
Brady says he wants to play, wants to keep playing.
He's
wants to
saying
retire
too.
at 45 is what he's been saying his whole life. So he's 42, 43 right now.
43.
He'll be 44 when the season starts. I just hope for his sake that, again, as much as I hate him and I want him to die, I just hope for his sake that, this was his. I mean, how many opportunities has he had to ride off into the sunset like Peyton Manning did, win your Super Bowl, get the fuck out of there? I just don't. It would suck to see him go down, either in a losing season and or in a serious injury.
He won too much. That's
what I'm saying, man.
Honestly,
leave, dog.
Nothing
at
this point.
Nothing to prove.
Nothing at this point can ruin the loss of Go Brady. He can have that.
I told Kev this too. I said,
cheers to you.
I said if Brady would have won in a close game, I think he would have hung it up. But the way they won, it was
we coming back.
There was no way. Even Grunk said it today too. Grunk said, I don't see why I wouldn't come back. You know what I mean?
Gronk ain't had to do shit.
That's Gronk.
Gronk caught 2 easy touches.
No, I'm saying. Gronk had a light season, whereas he didn't have to be as dominant as Gronk would have to be. This is that OG shit. Like when you get a vet on your team, that you can play lax all season, but big games we need you to show up. Gronk came out
and even in the game, They let Cameron Brate do all the work.
Right.
Cameron
Yeah,
Brate
they
let
let
him
him-
plays.
Right.
And then
Right.
Gronk got the
Gronk got the
touches.
touch.
But that's even throughout the season. Cameron Brate played a big part in that position in regards to their touchdown and receiving yards. Gronk just was chilling. But then it's game day. It's time to play. Gronk, all right, nigga, you chilled all season. We let you recover. We let you heal.
And then
Come
we
go
get
to
OJ
work.
Howard back
No more
next year
concussions
too,
for
right?
Gronk.
Then we get OJ Howard back next year, right?
They gonna trade.
they
OJ.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah, they gonna
but
trade
one
him.
of
Yeah,
those
they don't
guys
need
is
him.
probably going to be gone. Yeah,
Nah,
one of those
Johnson-
guys is going to be gone.
Because, like I said, Gronk don't gotta do much. Gronk just chill, let OJ get his touches.
It's also a 53-man roster. I don't know how you start the season with 3 tight ends.
They had
They
it in the
did.
beginning of last year.
Well, wasn't he on IR?
I don't think OJ
Howard?
was on.
No, he wasn't. He just got injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna trade OJ. He's young.
Yeah,
they could
he's
probably
gone.
get like a 3rd or 4th
Yeah.
round pick.
He got more trade value than Brate will have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
so
don't think Brate trying to leave. So
Shout out to LaShawn too. Shout out to LaShawn
Shady,
McCoy.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
That-
man. That's
I forgot he was on that
domestic
fucking team.
abuse charge disappeared.
I
Then he had 2 rings.
No, I dad forgot. He was even on the team and shit. But that's our Super Bowl recap. We're gonna get into honorable mentions. First off, I'll just throw mine out there. Rest in peace to Pedro Gomez.
Yep.
That's my guy.
Yeah, good dude. Worked for ESPN.
Mostly
as
a
an
baseball
anchor.
insider.
Yeah, mostly like does a lot of the
Every time
baseball
breaking
stuff.
news, something.
Yeah.
It's him on ESPN Sports Center.
Yeah.
So
And rest-
Hold on, y'all not talking the younger dude?
Nah, he's
Pedro
No,
Gomez.
no,
Yeah.
Pedro
I mean, he was
Gomez.
he's kind of young.
45.
I mean, he got the
He's
gray
like
in his
hair.
40s.
He was 53.
50.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he's like 58. They said 58.
58?
Still pretty young for.
But he don't look old. He had the gray hair,
Yeah.
but he had a young face.
Yeah, I feel like he looked the same.
His whole
time.
Yeah,
whole time
exactly.
working- Yeah, whole time working for the ESPN. He never like changed.
I did not know he died.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
15
man.
years
It
ago,
was
he
Monday
looked
morning.
the same. Yeah. And right now they're
Man.
still saying they haven't given any news about how he died, like or what he died from.
That
Like
sucks.
it's still
And rest in peace, Marty Schottenheimer. It happened today.
Word, Redskins up.
Marty died today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
wow.
Damn.
Marty Schottenheimer.
That's crazy.
He was like 77 or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
That's well. All right.
Cap football team is not the R word no more. Football.
No, he can say it. It's fine. He's been a fan.
But
The
still.
only thing I had
Fine,
big for baseball news was Trevor Bauer
Right.
is an asshole.
Yep.
He's an
Literally
asshole.
sold signed hats saying that he was going to go to the Mets, trolled the shit out of the Mets, and ends up signing with the Dodgers. So Dodgers going to have a scary rotation. I'm not afraid of them. We're the Yankees. We'll be fine.
And
We'll be
meaning that Eddie
No, we
is
won't.
scared to shit. Go get into a quick NBA recap. We like to highlight some of the biggest moments in the past week or the recent week of the NBA. Decap, why don't you kick us off? NBA recap, what are some of your low moments of the NBA this past week and currently?
The Aaron Fox game the other night, and Deontay Murray. He had I want to say 8 steals. He almost had a triple-double off of steals.
Yeah, 8 steals yesterday.
Nice.
You know who should be in the running for rookie year as
boy.
well as MVP?
Oh, God.
Emmanuel quickly.
Him too, but not first.
You say MVP?
Oh,
Did
No,
you say
rookie of the
MVP?
year.
I'm
Rookie of the year.
bullshit.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year and MVP. LaMelo Ball, of course. Duh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. LaMelo's definitely gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
It's not
just
even
because
close
of his
at this
name.
point.
Landslide, nigga. He's cooking.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And
I
he
haven't
got
had
the-
TV for 2 weeks,
he
man.
got the hype,
Get off my
too.
fucking back.
Yeah, he has the height. He has everything. Like,
He has the game.
yeah, he has the.
That boy is fucking nasty, man.
How's his shooting going though?
His shooting look
Yeah,
shooting
yeah.
look bogus, but
Ridiculous.
No, he had 7 3-pointers.
yeah, I say
Yes,
his
exactly.
his shooting, the
Form
form
is
look
low.
bogus, but that shit is dropping.
What's
Because as
on-
long
Yeah,
as
yeah.
as long as hell, it take him a while to like get there and shit.
What's the other kid named John? That they were saying his form is not gonna make it in the NBA, and he been eating.
The rookie, he a
Oh.
rookie, right?
Yeah, it's a rookie. How you say his name?
Halliburton.
Uh,
Halliburton.
Yeah.
How? What? Halliburton? Something like that.
Halliburton.
They're saying it.
Halliburton.
Nice.
No, but
he be letting it go. Halliburton be letting it go.
But man, shout out to my man Melo, man, the real Melo. No, doing this
Love
thing,
Melo.
man.
Love Melo.
Yeah,
Love
Melo.
Melo.
And shit.
Real Melo is important.
Like I said, shout out to my nigga, the real Melo, doing this
Love
thing,
Melo.
man. Keep
Love
cooking.
Melo.
Keep cooking. Any other NBA recap? Any other highlights, Drew? You got? How Miami doing? How Miami doing?
I mean, Miami since Jimmy Butler came back.
Also, how the Lakers doing? How the Lakers doing? But also, how Miami doing? How Miami doing?
So you're gonna do this because I see the points. Like, come on, son.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah, let's go. We did that.
Nah, but since Jimmy Butler came back, the Miami been creeping back up because ever since they didn't have Jimmy Butler at the beginning, they've been sliding, like doing like pretty horrible. So
yeah.
So like it seemed like they're coming back. Like they won a few games. Like I think like this last game was 2 games straight out of they won 3 out of the last 4 games. So
is Hero back yet?
Yeah, Tyler Hero just came. No, this last game he just came back. Tyler Hero.
I know you're dealing with the COVID.
Well, I talked about it before we started the pod. The Curry versus Luka game, Mavs versus the Warriors, where Curry went for 57.
Word.
He had 42. That game was crazy, but I felt like the Warriors lost that game because Curry was on the bench in the fourth quarter for. He came in the game with like 6 minutes left, and they was playing catch up. They almost did it, but also Steve Kerr also said came out with a statement today, said he wanted to play Steph Curry more minutes to chase wins, and I feel like
smart.
I understand, but that's a start. But I guess they feel I don't know, they feel confident in the season going forward.
Yeah.
So they're gonna play Curry in a time restriction, but I feel like Curry would have played more. He probably would have scored more, but they would most definitely won.
Also, Steve Kerr's hurt.
Hmm?
Steve Kerr's hurt. He done lost some superstars these last couple years, and he probably like, man, we can't do that again.
I mean, he lost superstars and he lost key pieces. Losing like Sean Livingston, those are like key players to what that
exactly.
nucleus of that team was about.
So they probably being a lot more safe now.
Yeah. So also in New York news, my guy D Rose.
Oh yeah, D Rose coming back.
They had a good highlight today. He threw the alley to Obi Toppin.
Yeah, D Rose they traded what's the kid name?
Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, Dennis Smith Jr. to Detroit. He wasn't getting no tick in New York, so it's actually a good thing, I guess, because he
was in G League, so like
he asked him to go to the G League
to
get some playing time. So hopefully with the Pistons he'll be able to pick up some playing time because he's actually super nice. They allowed fucking Luka to come in and like kill pretty much after Luka came to Dallas, it was like over for Dennis Smith.
Well, yeah, they traded him to us for KP, and then it didn't really work out for him here.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him in here in New York. So hopefully he gets some tick in Detroit because Dennis Smith is actually super nice and shit. But
that's not gonna be the only Knicks trade neither. It's gonna be another Knicks trade soon.
It's good. That's good to hear. They're trying to build a team and they're trying to fix it.
Mitch Robinson. Mitch want more minutes, and he deserved it. So
yeah,
I think Mitch will my guy Randall.
Listen, whatever they got to do, man. Whatever they got to do.
They gotta go trade. Nah,
I mean Knicks. They liable to do
anything. Yeah, word. Like you don't put nothing. Put nothing.
Everyone's on the table, bro.
Yo, you can't be so confident in that, Drew.
And I got the perfect team for him to go to.
I mean, Mitch.
What you got, D-Cap?
Mitch Robinson, ain't that like
Mitch Robinson on the Boston Celtics.
Who do we get back?
They need a big man.
Well, they've been talking about also either Drummond going to either Boston or Brooklyn.
And Mitch would be the cheaper. Mitch would be the cheaper option.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah, and then what's the return though, Cap?
Boston got so much young talent that they keep on that bench. They'll give the Knicks somebody.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Anything else in honorable mentions, fellas?
I did not. I don't know, man.
NBA All-Star game coming up soon, March 7th.
Tell me what's going on in the world. You guys are.
It's a lot of a lot of talk about the NBA All-Star game. A lot of players don't want to play. LeBron came out said it's dumb. He don't see the point, but he will play if he is picked. I'm definitely voting this year because I think LaMelo Ball should be an All-Star game. So
I'm protesting, bro. Dev, you just called out Johnny in the NFL recap for sucking too much Brady.
Yo, it's still early. No, you can't say that, man. It's too early.
I think honestly, since the NBA season has started, you've done nothing but eat him. You're literally called him the real Melo. He's not the real Melo yet. Yeah, let the real Melo retire, then you can call it Melo.
Melo ain't been a real Melo in a long time, so it's all right. But NBA All-Star game, who y'all got? Who should definitely be there? Take COVID to the side. It's been a funny year. Matter of fact, who deserved to be there this year? New faces that y'all think that hasn't been there. Who deserved that? Zach LaVine for me definitely needs to be there.
Julius Randle. I think Julius
Randle. Julius has had a good year. De'Aaron Fox didn't make it last year, right?
Nah, he didn't.
Yeah, I think De'Aaron Fox deserved to be a new All-Star. He's been.
Did Trey make it last year, or was he just rising stars?
Trey made it. Trey made it.
But this year,
make it there last year.
This year is gonna be East-West. I don't know if Jamal Murray made it last year.
No, I don't think he did.
Nah, Jamal Murray didn't. Nah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough in both conferences. There's a lot of good players.
Well, it's gonna be tough, man. They doing East-West this year.
So they're doing East-West this year.
East-West this year.
It's always East-West, but then I don't think they're mixing it. They're gonna keep the West.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
But
East versus West.
Out of players that haven't made it, that Zach will be one. Julius Randle should also be in consideration. I'm trying to go out west. The West is just tough. It's a lot.
The West is gonna be the same people.
Yeah, it is pretty much.
I mean, the only thing. Jokic,
Curry. At least James Harden is in the East now, so
that opened the spot. So what the starting probably gonna be is gonna be Curry, Dame, LeBron, AD, and Jokic. That's probably the starting five in the West. Yeah.
And then the East, you gonna have
pick a starting five.
Hold on. Say that again.
I said Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Jokic.
Kawhi.
What about Kawhi?
Spot?
Oh, so Kawhi can get that spot over Dame. Yeah, Kawhi over Dame.
Yeah.
I was about to say, don't.
And what about Paul George? Because Paul George has been.
No, Paul, he ain't gonna start.
He ain't gonna start. He'll be starting.
And then that's your five right there. It'll be Curry, Kawhi, LeBron, AD, and Jokic, and then Paul George can be off the bench.
Or it might be Curry, Dame, Kawhi, LeBron, Jokic.
That's
I don't know if they'll bump AD off.
Over Jokic, they would. For Jokic, they would.
But remember, the starters are picked by the fans.
That's a fan vote. That's why Curry spot is solidified, Bron spot is solidified.
Right.
Yeah, they're almost automatic.
And Kawhi wouldn't be able to take Dame's spot because he won't be it's point guards and shooting guards, and then they split up.
But that's what I'm saying. I see Kawhi.
Now,
I think
starting five is positionless. Starting five now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It is.
The center position don't count. It's just guards and forwards. They don't register centers in the starting five and All-Star.
Yeah, but I know, but still, you have two guards and three forwards, though.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right, but that's what he's saying. So Kawhi can't take a guard position. He can take a forward position. So that's why I said.
If his five centers playing the best, going crazy.
But that's why I said.
That's why I said
it will be Dame, Steph, Kawhi, LeBron, Jokic for that five.
What would you do in the East then?
Yeah, but what Johnny is saying is it's positionless so that Dame could still get bumped off. Like
Dame could still get bumped off.
But Dame is one of the guard positions. So,
but that's what he's saying. In the starting five, there is no position.
It's just completely open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They get bumped off, but the East, Embiid.
Embiid for sure. He playing MVP.
Jason Tatum.
James Harden. Taking the spot. He's taking the spot.
Yeah.
And then KD.
Yeah, so damn. So James Harden. So it's James Harden, Tatum, KD.
You got Embiid at the 5, KD at the 4.
Hold on. My bad. I apologize. When you said first time guys, Jaylen Brown deserves to be an All-Star.
Right. He'll
him too. He'll be All-Star this year.
Yeah.
He'll be All-Star.
Jaylen Brown.
It'll be 2 from Boston.
You have Embiid at the 5, probably KD at the 4. I don't know how to probably Tatum at the 3, fucking James Harden at the 1.
Yeah.
And
I'm not gonna lie, James Harden might not make the starting 5 because he got traded in season, and there's already players really killing the East. I think.
But it's fan voting though. It doesn't matter.
The 5 might be Kyrie, Brown, Tatum, KD, Embiid.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kyrie, KD, and James Harden
all be start. Yeah,
they all gonna be
James
All-Stars.
Harden is averaging a double since he's been on the Nets.
Yeah, they all gonna be All-Stars.
And if LeBron, if Kyrie or James Harden at the point, the real Melo definitely getting that. All right, but anything else?
There it is. I was trying to set you up. I was literally trying to set you up for you to pick LaMelo, but.
All right, but anything else? So we can move on. Nothing else? All right, we moving on. That's in case you missed it. We're going to kick it off with Bag of the Trash. Now, in this episode of the OSA, we just discussed it earlier. MLB, Trevor Bauer is now a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers. As we know, he just came off a World Series win. So the first question, the Bag of the Trash, does Trevor Bauer mean automatic repeat for the Dodgers? Kev, kick it off for us, Bag of the Trash.
Absolutely not.
So trashing it, right?
Nah, I'm a trash it only because any team can win every year, but the Yankees, this is our year, bro.
Oh,
Did you say that this year? Did you say this past year?
I'm gonna say that every year, bro.
Yo, Aaron Judge. Yo, Giancarlo. Yo, every year.
I never said Giancarlo. Nah.
Giancarlo. But you can't just say
you do be like, yo, if he come back and play,
I don't ride him though. I say, if he does what he's supposed to do, like his last Miami season,
like the only season that he's ever been really, really good. Yeah,
but
that one.
But I don't ride him. The only person that I ride and I say is, Sanchez is a bum and he needs to get out of here. Sanchez is a bum and he needs to get out of here.
John said, whoa. All right, Cap, Bag of the Trash. Does Trevor Bauer mean automatic World Series for the Dodgers?
I bag it. Y'all know I don't really like baseball like that anyway, but I think the Dodgers proved last year that they're going to do it again this year.
Repeat.
Yeah.
All right, man. John, Bag of the Trash.
It's basically increases their chances to repeat.
Correct.
I'm a bag it.
It's in the bag. It's in the bag.
I'm not gonna. Their chances definitely have increased. I'm not
gonna.
But
the question was.
Do it mean automatic?
Automatic? Nah.
Trash. I'm not gonna say it's automatic because not in the whole. Me being a Yankee fan, because you never know who else might pull out a crazy move.
Exactly. You never know who might turn around a season.
But to increase their chances definitely was already high. It went up a little more, but I'm not gonna say it's automatic. Right. But chances are they might be in the World Series again next year.
Nah, you might be on that gentleman's jack that's sitting behind you right now.
All right, Drew.
Nah, as an automatic, I'll say trash it because I don't believe anything as an automatic in baseball, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
nothing's really automatic in anything. Nothing guaranteed.
Not
that's a bad sign. Black cat pulling up while you're talking about this.
Nah, that's my little babies.
Yeah, Bag of the Trash.
So look, I'll tell you what, man. It's scary seeing what the Dodgers have done. Obviously, with the acquisition of Mookie Betts, they're definitely turning it around. It took them a 60-game season to finally get the monkey off their back, which does scare me, right? The Clayton Kershaw's biggest thing and the Dodgers' biggest thing was that they would choke when it came down to winning that final game to get into the World Series and or to clinch the World Series. Now they do have the excuse that Houston did cheat, but they finally got it off their back, which kind of scares me because, that kind of stuff gives you momentum and makes you want to.
Yeah, because Kershaw's confidence is going to be boosted through the roof.
Yeah, the confidence and the morale on that team is way, way, way up. But there are still moves to be made. There's still a lot of players out there that are going to get moved around this season. A lot of teams got better. San Diego in your conference did get better. They do have a better chance of. Again, where Johnny said they put themselves in a better position, but it's hard to repeat in any sport. We just saw the Chiefs fail at it.
Can you help me with this? Isn't Mookie considered to be the LeBron? He is the best. He's considered to be the best player in baseball.
He's one of the best players.
Someone argue that Mike Trout is, but he is one of them. I mean, Mookie is better to be the face of baseball. Because Mookie does have the personality to do it. I mean, you look at Mike Trout and he's super boring, right? You look at
I think Mookie's more skilled than Mike Trout.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know. I mean, arguably,
I think he's the most athletic out of the top three. You got Bryce Harper.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, the main players that baseball looks to.
The faces.
But Drew, Dev, and DCAT to kind of help you guys out on that. A big stat is WAR, so it's wins above replacement. And Mike Trout still currently has the highest wins above replacement. That's why he's known as the best. Again, the Angels drastically lose more games.
This how you know Mike Trout ain't a super he's not a superstar because I didn't even know Mike Trout was still in the league. Truthfully, I ain't know.
That's just because of the way he plays.
That's his demeanor, and that's the team. Unfortunately, the Angels aren't good. But again, another team that got better this offseason was the Angels. So we'll see.
Yeah, and I'm a trash it again. I think they already was fit to get there again. This definitely helps. Like y'all said, Kershaw's gonna go crazy. He got that monkey off his back. He won a World Series. Now this season, he gonna be free to do whatever the fuck he want and not have to overthink shit. So having Trevor Bauer there is definitely gonna benefit the team. But again,
let's not forget David Price will be back at the bottom of that rotation as the veteran leader in that locker room. No, he's not as good as he used to be, but he is going to be like the CC to us, for Yankee fans, like the guy that's just there to motivate the young kids and, can win at least 10 games this season.
Yeah, but again, I'm trashing. There's too many moving parts in baseball and football. I think the closest automatic you can have is in basketball because it's smaller rosters and stuff. So when you put a bunch of superstars together, you can definitely predict or what they'll do, what they're able to accomplish. But in baseball, it's too much going on for just although they were already set up, they already had a fucking great team, and this makes them better. But automatic, not in baseball. All right, up next. Now, we got the good old boy Brett Favre. Now, we all know that Deshaun hasn't been happy in Houston. They've been making a lot of moves. They don't really discuss anything with him. You think when you're a big player, franchise player like Deshaun, when it comes to front office moves, he'll be a part of the conversation. One of the ills he's been having with the team is they do a lot of shit. He's not a part of that talk. They don't consult with him when it comes to this type of shit. And usually the big name players, the franchise players, the big ticket players get that respect. So Brett Favre, being, Brett Favre, good old country boy, he had a statement in regards to the Deshaun Watson and what's going on in Houston. He stated that you get paid a ton of money to do a certain job and just do it and let the chips fall where they may. I think we make too much money to voice an opinion, but I'm not saying he's wrong. Again, I think it's a different time and day, and I'll be interested to see how the organization handles this. So he said, players get paid too much to care about what's going on the front office. Just play ball, let shit happen, however it happened, but you get paid millions of dollars to play ball. So the question is, bag the trash. Excuse me. Should football players just shut up and play ball. Eddie, to you first.
I just think it's really, really funny coming from a guy that played on the Green Bay Packers when Aaron Rodgers was drafted, and literally threw a fucking hissy fit and didn't even bother to like train up or even talk to his future replacement.
Right.
Cried so much so that he does not resign in the next year, goes to the New York Jets, sexually harasses a reporter, and then goes to Minnesota and then does nothing. So first of all, fucking Brett Favre, shut the fuck up.
They went to the NFC.
You shut the fuck up. You go do another fucking Wranglers fucking jeans commercial and worry about that. In Deshaun Watson's case, yeah, I mean, these are all guys. Patrick Mahomes was able to he told Andy Reid and their front office to draft Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You look at him and Mahomes in the same Watson and Mahomes in the same draft class. Watson and Mahomes were paid back to back together. Watson and Mahomes have being in the same draft class have like that same kind of connection to each other. So you would assume that if your peer gets to pick who you draft in the first round, that you should have that kind of option as well. Now, on Deshaun's case, I get that, he wanted to stay with the team that drafted him, but buddy, you didn't need to sign that contract. Right. Unfortunately for him right now, they are asking for way, way too much to get rid of him. So it looks like they're making it impossible for him to get traded. But yeah, I mean, look, if you are a franchise player and you are paid like a franchise player, you are the highest paid player on your team. No, you shouldn't shut up. You should be able to address your opinions and you should be able to address your issues with the team. Now, if the league doesn't like it and the team doesn't like it, guess what? Don't sign me. I'm not going to play for you. And also, I'm out of here. Get me out of here. So in this instance, I'm going to trash the idea that players should keep their mouth shut.
Right.
Correct? So yeah, trash it.
All right, Drew, bag of the trash it.
I'm going to trash it because what Brett Favre is saying is that whole quote was totally stupid. You get paid to be a franchise player. That means you should shut up. That doesn't even make sense. Normally, when you get paid as a franchise player, you get input towards the team, just like any other sport. So is a non-factor. But just like Ed said, he did the same shit when he was a player, so it's also hypocritical. And the stuff and the whole situation with Deshaun Watson, like it was a whole litany of things. Like he's also mad at it ain't just the decisions. He's kind of like with the owner. He's mad that they shipped out Deshaun Watson. He's mad with
they shipped out Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. You know what I meant. So
They shipped him to?
Where you go?
You know what? You know what? Shut the fuck
Jets.
up, and you shut the fuck up. All right. And
you talk about D-Hop. You talk about D-Hop, right? You mean D-Hop. Okay. All right, John.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Yo,
I knew what he was saying. I'll let it.
I get points where I just tune him out.
I knew what he was saying, but I kept repeating it so he can hear what he was saying.
Yeah.
But he didn't hear himself.
Okay. All right, DeAndre Hopkins. All
right, John, bag of the trash.
All right. I'm gonna trash the whole quote, but obviously in football, it's definitely harder to play the GM role because it's a way bigger roster. But if you have, like, for instance, you have Deshaun Watson on your team, he's like, yo, we need like a left tackle or a right guard. He should be able to voice his opinion. Like, you want him to be successful, so you want him to at least, if he's telling you we get this and this, I'm gonna be good and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do and we're gonna move forward. So
Devil's advocate, didn't he ask for a tackle? Then they went and got him Tunsil.
Laremy Tunsil, yeah, correct.
They did do that. They did do that.
But then they traded his best receiver for, again, who had a pretty good season, but for all accounts,
I feel like
running back.
No, I feel like that trade is what is like it created a rift, and the rift hasn't been like. I feel like the trade.
Okay, so Devil's advocate, what does Deshaun want for that team?
I think
a wide receiver.
No, I think at this point, Deshaun Watson doesn't want to.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah. No. I'm saying people keep saying that Deshaun should have more control on who comes to the team. That's what y'all been saying.
Right.
So
not more control, input.
Okay,
Just to say.
Input.
Just to say, correct.
So
what would Deshaun ask for?
So what he will need as of right now,
what would he ask for?
Yeah.
What he needs, the Texans can't do because they have no draft picks, they have no cap, and that's the thing.
Answer what I'm saying, Ed. If you was Deshaun, what would you ask for?
But I will with this. If I'm Deshaun, at this point, they've tried everything they could with him. Unfortunately for him, Bill O'Brien was his coach and his general manager. And again, I know he had an input in it, but Bill O'Brien got him the worst pieces and put the team and the organization in a bad situation.
But
so Houston being petty, hear me out. But Houston being petty, they want to trade him. But what they're asking for is going to put Deshaun in the same position he is in Houston. He can go to the Jets. He can go to Miami. He can go wherever he wants to go. They're not going to have draft picks. They're not going to have the cap room, and he's not going to be able to build. They're not going to be able to build around him.
So
that's why I'm asking.
Again, if I was Deshaun Watson, I would ask. Okay, since you bastards got rid of D-Hop, we need to get a star receiver in here. Let's go for Galladay or something.
Okay.
In regards to that, okay. David Johnson ain't pinning out to be what we want. Maybe we look out to see if we can pick up something in free agency.
Draft a running back in the 6th round. I'm sure
okay, or pick up a running back. Our defense was 19th. How can we add to our defense to make it better?
It's really the secondary.
That's what in regards to, so that's what Deshaun Watson should be asking for. I don't know what he asking for. I think the problem is it don't seem to be because we don't know if we don't know if he's asking these questions.
All we know is that he asked for a tackle. I'm sure he asked for more, and all they gave him was a tackle.
That's why I'm getting to my point. No matter what Deshaun inputs, that team ain't gonna be nothing next year neither.
Correct.
So the point,
that's why he wants out.
Is Deshaun wants to get the fuck out because he sees that.
Right.
He's like, that's why they keep saying there's no conversations being made, because I'm sure Deshaun is like, let me go.
But
also,
even with just take away from
also another thing that played a quick role is the fact how they handled the looking for a coach. That played a role too.
Right. So I'm saying,
exactly.
If we just remove Deshaun away from it, any franchise caliber player, no matter where you are, at some point, right now, Chase Young will have leverage if he continues to play the way he's playing, to have leverage to say, yo, what are we doing to better this team?
That's why, bag it or trash it, I would trash it because they should have an opinion. But what my point was with Deshaun Watson is everybody keeps saying that it's the owners and this and that. I'm sure Deshaun is, I'm not being petty, but he being strong on his side. Like, I need to go. I'm young. I'm going to be here, and I'm not going to – nothing is going to just let me leave.
Right.
Who cares about input? Who cares if I tell you to go get me Galladay or somebody?
We're honestly combating Brett Favre's opinion about players.
His opinion.
And that's why I said trash it, because for one, I ain't never heard him say nothing about Aaron Rodgers shutting up. And everybody know Aaron Rodgers been bitching and complaining.
Right.
Yep.
Because like you said when you introduced him, country boy, Brett Favre. Like, come on. We ain't gotta say too much, but there's a lot of players that go out and start complaining, and look what happens.
Right. I mean, shit. Matthew Stafford, another one who's been saying, "Look, I'm tired of getting killed out here. Like, we need to."
Yep. And Matthew Stafford goes to possibly the best situation he could be in.
Definitely.
Period.
But
good defense, great receivers.
We didn't get to you, but bagging the trash it. So I'm trashing it, but Kev, bagging the trash it.
It's simple for me. I'm trashing it. If you're getting paid essentially to be an acting coach on the field, whether it's offense or defense, that responsibility is falling to you. You deserve to have some sort of input.
When they hire head coaches, they come in and they get their own team. Literally, they bring in
a clean house,
and they want everything, and it becomes their system. Should be the same thing with superstar players.
definitely. Okay, so again, we all trashing it. Moving on back in the trashing. Now we didn't discuss it in honorable mentions, but the season awards came out.
Go get it.
And, you know, Aaron Rodgers was MVP. Derrick Henry was Offensive Player of the Year. Chase was Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Promised Juan Rivera that he would do it for him, and he did it for him.
Justin Herbert, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Derrick Henry, Offensive Player of the Year.
You're right. Man of the Year was Russell Wilson.
Wilson.
Defensive player was Aaron Donald.
Right. Now here's what we get to.
Hold on, and then comeback player was Alex Smith.
And comeback player was the guy Alex, and I think we all expected
Alex was comeback player of the year the minute he touched the field.
Yeah.
But
fucking Ben
Roethlisberger. I saved the defensive player last because Houston Texans JJ Watt got on Twitter and he was saying, you know, based on the numbers, it should be a landslide win for his brother. TJ should have been defensive player of the year. So that is the question. Should TJ Watt be the 2020-21 defensive player of the year? To you first, Kev, bag of the trash it.
So I'm gonna trash it because Cap said something to me that put it in perspective. That TJ is rushing from the edge when Aaron is, a bull rusher at basically D tackle predominantly, whether he's playing left or right. So him getting those numbers, if TJ can line up a D tackle, don't matter which side, and he get them same numbers that Aaron Donald gets, then we having a different conversation. So that should make sense. So trashing it, TJ, fuck out of here. He did what he had to do. He balled out, but maybe he need to double his numbers to win it over Aaron Donald doing that in the middle.
Yeah. All right, Johnny, bag of the trash.
Maybe he need to break Strahan's record, sack record.
Trash it. TJ had the numbers, but I feel like if the Steelers didn't fall off a cliff the way they did, he probably would have had more votes, or he would have been considered more. I don't know how much he was considered, but it would have been a toss-up between the two because he had the numbers. But obviously, eye test, Donald is the best in the league. Right. But it's just, I feel like that also played a role, how the Steelers just fell off a cliff towards the end. Yeah. But if they would have finished like 15-1, 14-2, it might have been different. It might have been different, but again, like how Cap puts it, TJ's on the edge. It's not as hard. You know, it's not playing the inside is much harder than playing the outside because you could just run right by and you see what they do with Donald. They send 2-3 guys at him. Ain't playing inside, so
yeah,
they send 2-3 guys. 2-3 guys. So it is what it is.
All right, Cap, bag of the trash it.
Trash it. Like we had me, Kev, and John, we had a conversation during the Super Bowl about it. And like I said to them, people who've been complaining that Aaron Donald, don't really understand what he's doing.
Right.
You're going up the middle, and they always check him with a running back, and he still gets the numbers that he gets. That shit is insane. And then when you TJ Watt, I get it. You getting the numbers, you getting the tackles, but you on the edge. It's easier. Like, of course, Chase Young is gonna get more sacks than Jonathan Allen. Like, they're usually defensive tackles are supposed to plug the middle.
Right.
They don't go get sacks. Aaron Donald be throwing grown ass men. Like all the time.
Literally. You gotta find that clip that I was saying he threw like 2 linemen.
Right.
And I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying TJ Watt. TJ Watt he's a great. He probably the second best. He probably the second best defensive player right now. Aaron Donald's number 1, but.
What about when Nick Bosa come back?
That's what I was gonna say. All right, to it.
And perfect example. Bosa get those numbers on the outside. When he come back, people gonna be like, Nick Bosa's still better than TJ Watt, but they not gonna say he better than Aaron Donald.
Nope.
All right. I Ed, back of the trash.
So I think a big key element too that we're missing is Bud Dupree along with TJ Watt. Look, TJ Watt to me is the better Watt over JJ. Johnny mentioned Nick Bosa. I think Nick Bosa is the better Bosa over Joey. Again, I love these like family legacy things too. And then you got good old boy Derek, who he's like, I'm a fullback. Like I'm gonna block for people.
I'm a fall back.
It's been said TJ had the numbers. Obviously, TJ being on the outside, but Aaron Donald is literally a game breaker. He's a game wrecker. You don't plan when you're going up against the Steelers. I think you're planning more for Bud Dupree. And again, Bud Dupree's injury, when Johnny said the Steelers fell off a cliff, TJ's stats also fell off a cliff too when Bud Dupree went out as well. So it does help when people are doubling Bud and TJ can just get the open lane and blitz the gap. And again, I think the big key that we were missing as well was tackle for losses. And I believe Aaron, that's the only stat that he had over TJ. So again, that's plugging the middle, and that's what he does. And again, the guy is literally a physical specimen.
And the Steelers front seven is way better than the Rams front seven.
Right.
100%.
All right, Drew.
So in this case, I'll have to trash it.
Drew.
All right, so I'm gonna like a little trash it because what's already been said has been said. Like it's been said by all y'all already. So I'm just gonna follow suit because Aaron Donald for what he can do. Why are you laughing, bro? Like
Durant said, it's been said many times, many ways.
Merry Christmas. Bro? Merry Christmas.
Nah, bro. But what at Aaron Donald's position, what he does is literally like game changing. So
yeah,
man. Thanks for dropping a Christmas bar on us.
And again, just to clean it up, I'm trashing as well. I don't think TJ get the same attention Aaron Donald does. So especially having the front seven that he has, he's free to run. Like it's not like Dwight Freeney and Strahan where they getting doubled like off the end and shit. Like he ain't getting that same attention because of the front line that the Steelers got. So he's free to run up numbers and nothing to taking nothing from him. He's a great player, but to put up the numbers that Aaron Donald do and to see him knock 2 to 3 motherfuckers down, like it's crazy to watch it. Like it's one of those things where people be like, LeBron should get MVP every year, which is, LeBron is the best, but it's like what Aaron does on the defensive side, regardless of his numbers, what he has to endure playing his position is unlike nobody else.
Traditionally, like put this in perspective, Aaron Donald would have been Vince Wilfork.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. He is not the size.
Right.
Imagine
like he is not the size that he's supposed to be.
Though. No,
yeah.
but he's still strong enough.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
To do that.
Yeah. Vince Wilfork was a monster.
That's a monster.
Look, and that's the thing. Like, so people actually get the visual. To Decap's point, put up a picture of Vince Wilfork.
Versus,
get him in his fattest.
No,
and
I'm gonna put
Aaron Donald with no shirt on.
Aaron Donald with his shirt off at Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
Like
Vince Wilfork.
Crazy.
He ain't even as big as like my guys, Pat Williams, Kevin Williams, old Viking players. Like he's not even as big as them, and they didn't draw as much attention as he do. And them great players.
And think about that. Pat and Kevin, right in the middle, they was Pat and Kevin. Aaron Donald hasn't had that other inside guy where you can be like, well, damn, they make it up the middle every time because it's both of them. It's literally
get TJ Watt over there and see what happens. You know, imagine that.
That's a grown man among boys.
Yo, if TJ Watt was with Aaron Donald, this motherfucker will break every sack record every fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no disrespect to Robert Quinn, but Aaron Donald made Robert Quinn look like a great player because everybody was focused on him, so Quinn was getting the sacks. Like, where's Robert Quinn now?
Where is he?
On the couch somewhere.
No one knows.
I probably think we just don't know where
Eating
he
chips.
Last I remember, he was on the Cowgirls.
All right, last up.
He's on the logo of our shirt now.
Right.
There he is.
Last up, a bag of the trash now. As we know, TB12 and Gronk just won another chip, man. So the question is, we're gonna get straight to it. Bag of the trash. It's TB12 and Gronk, football's greatest duo. Johnny, bag of the trash.
Think about all the great duos.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna bag it. it because
Fuck you asking first for?
Because I want to get him out the way. I'm getting him out the way.
Because if we could bring up Peyton, Marvin, like QB,
Right.
Montana Rice.
Right.
Yes.
That's where I was.
Who was throwing the Swamp? Bradshaw.
Listen. Well, it's pretty much even.
Brady and Gronk have the most touchdowns, though. No, like as far as like a quarterback receiver duo.
I think Montana and Rice do. Let me double check.
I thought during
double
the
check
game
that.
they,
Yeah, I don't. Again,
I thought during the game they said that Gronk and Brady.
Yeah, but that
passed
was
them.
for Super Bowls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For Super Bowls, and that's what plays a role in what I pick them. Gronk's been there for what? The last 4 Brady Super Bowls. It's a tie, obviously.
So they got 80. Montana and Rice got 85.
Okay.
They could pass that.
They're gonna pass that next year. If
But,
they will.
But the yardage though is landslide.
Gronk the tight end.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's the.
Those two duos.
Yeah, reception and yards is landslide for Rice and Montana. So
obviously you break it down. Jerry Rice is better than Gronk, but then Brady's better than Joe. So it's like it's not clear cut. But again, it's the bag of the trash. I'm bagging. I'm gonna go with what's now Brady and Gronk, fresh off the Super Bowl victory. Shit, they might add another one. If they get another one, they'll have more Super Bowls than Joe and Jerry Rice come together.
Yeah.
So
all right, Cap.
I'm a trash it because you said football duos, and
Thank you. I know he's gonna go where I'm going. Go.
I'm sure we could pick somebody on defense that would be a better, but I can't think of like Palomalu and somebody, or Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, or it's gotta be a defensive duo where I know they were a better duo.
Right.
But on the offensive side, I think it's a landslide that they're the best duo on the offense side.
All right, Kev, bag of the trash. And again, it's not offense, it's just the greatest duo in football. Take it how you want it.
We just saying overall, I'll definitely say trash it, because my favorite duo of all time defensively that I got to witness for a while is definitely Ray and Ed Reed.
I thought he was gonna say OC and Tuck.
I thought he was gonna say OC and Tuck. I literally said it.
Nah.
He gonna say
OC and Tuck was a good duo.
They were a good duo, but that's disrespect to Ray and Ed Reed.
No, yeah, for sure. But again, I'm saying like these are two guys that were pressuring the quarterback as opposed to one guy that was stopping the run and the other guy being a ball hawk.
Bro, but what level of communication?
Another good duo, Sherman and
they were the captain.
What's his name?
Cam Chancellor.
Safety from the
Seahawks.
Cam
Chancellor.
Cam Chancellor.
Antonio Cromartie and Darrell Rivas.
Don't disrespect.
Jim Leonard and what was that safety? Jim Leonard and Kerry Rhodes. Wayne Corbett and Chad Pennington.
I know Dev old ass will remember. Was Rod Woodson and Charles Woodson playing the same year in Oakland?
With the right? I think so. That the year
I think they played 1 year together.
Rod was
a couple
playing
years.
the safety. Yeah, Rod was. I think 1 year. I think it was 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year.
1 year.
That right there.
It could be 2. The year that it could be 2 with Gannon, because Rod was at the safety. Charles was at the corner.
Or what about when Dion was with the Cowgirls? Who was they?
It was Dion and who was the other guy? Yeah.
And we got to think about it. They ain't in there.
No, it was a
Yeah.
pass rusher. They had a
No,
pass rusher.
honestly, if I had time to do prep for this fucking pod, I'd have
See,
all
but
of
that's
these
what I'm
written
saying.
down.
Like, it's got to be a duo on defense.
Shit. What about Brian Urlacher and Lance Briggs?
Word.
Those are nasty duo, though. They were nasty, though.
We're not even counting
what about
like Chris Carter and Randy Moss?
R.W. McCarters and shit. Dante Culpepper and Randy
Did I say
Moss.
Chris Carter and Randy Moss? I meant fucking Chris Carter and
No, that's Randy Moss.
Philip Rivers.
Yeah. Chris Carter and Randy Moss.
Philip
Who was
Rivers and
Irvin's number
Gates.
2?
Nigga, LaDainian and Phillip would have got that.
Word.
Nah, but Philip Rivers and Gates, they got like 80+ touchdowns together, bro.
But shit,
Oh,
they
that's
probably got just as many receiving yards and shit.
If we talking about duos, you could say Bill Belichick and Tom Brady.
Oh, that too. That too.
That's a crazy duo.
Philip Rivers and Antonio Gates, 92.
Curtis Martin and Santana Moss.
Nigga, Curtis Martin and the Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah, Curtis Martin and Vinny Testaverde.
Wayne Corbett and Vinny Testaverde or some shit.
Marshall Faulk and Terry Holt. Greatest show on turf.
Isaac Cruz and Torrey Holt. It wasn't a duo because they had Marshall Faulk too, so that's a trio.
All right, but Ed,
Peyton and Reggie.
I just named like 14 different
you just named a bunch of duos. Okay. Drew.
Yeah. But a lot of those wasn't better than the duo we're talking about, but
What you said?
no.
I mean,
What?
Drew,
Stop it, yo. Peyton and Marvin Harrison, 114 touchdowns.
Word.
You didn't hear me when I said that? I said Peyton and Marvin.
I'm going to trash it.
Eli and Victor Cruz.
I thought the Dick Eaters
I know
was
that
gonna
makes
say
John
that.
happy.
I swear. I was gonna say
Eli and David Tyree.
no. I thought they was gonna say Eli and fucking what was the
Y'all know
coach?
we not them
Tom
type of
Coughlin.
Giants fans.
And
Why
Tom
y'all trying to do
Coughlin.
us like that?
Yeah. Plex and who else? Who was the other receiver on the other side?
Plex and
Amani
Ryan.
Cooper.
Amani.
Oh, wait. I got one. Bradshaw and Jacobs. Smash Mouth football. Smash Mouth, Kevin. Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth.
It was a trio.
Pulled up to Cap Crib in my Bradshaw jersey.
Yeah, it was a trio. It was Bradshaw, Jacobs, and Ward. Trio.
All right.
Yeah,
Drew.
Jeremy Shockey.
I already said trash it, but y'all was over it. So, but
yeah. So, what's next?
Hold on. Since y'all mentioned Ward,
make a steak.
Since y'all mentioned Ward, remember when Ward fucked Joe Budden girl when he fucked Tahiri? You don't remember that shit? When nigga Joe Budden made the song about Ward because he fucked Tahiri.
Bro, you the only nigga that listen to Joe Budden.
I didn't know that.
Listen to the podcast.
Running back from the Giants?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
He made a diss track on him.
Yeah. I can see that. Joe was an emotional nigga during that time, but I trash it. We moving on.
You did the same shit to JR.
No, it's a good duo. We forgot the Jets and the brown paper bag.
So funny, dude. Oh wow.
All right,
that's
moving
so funny.
on, man. That was back in the trash. We are moving on to an old segment. We bring it back. Start, bench, cut. We haven't did
our version of fuck, marry, kill.
Right. We haven't did this shit in forever. We're bringing it back because football's gone. So, guys, we need fillers. So, start, bench, cut is back. It's back, and we're kicking it off. Start, bench, cut. We are doing Lakers championship teams. So, the LA Lakers years 8 won. So, we got the bubble Lakers who just won, right? We got the 08-09 Lakers that beat Orlando. And then we got the 01-02 Lakers that beat Philly, I believe, right? Beat the Sixers, right?
That was 2001, but they did beat the Sixers.
Right. So that Lakers team. So who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting? Drew, kick us off.
Why did I get kicked off? All right.
I just picked you, bro.
Nervous. Answer that question, Drew.
Damn. Y'all
You about to say some crazy shit. Oh my god.
He better not say what I think he's gonna say.
All right.
Wild shit.
Nah, I'm not gonna say the wild shit because my star one is gonna be the old because it's gonna be the 2001 Lakers. That's gonna be my start.
Okay.
My
All I heard was that. Oh, I'm like, oh, what?
nah 2001 Lakers. That's gonna be my start. My bench is gonna be my bubble Lakers
Of
and
course, your bubble Lakers. Your bubble Lakers.
my bubble Lakers. So
Your bubble Lakers. I thought.
nah,
Didn't they beat your
whatever.
team in the final?
They did. They did.
Oh, okay. All right,
They
just
did.
checking. Just
They
checking.
did.
Okay,
Okay.
just checking.
And my kill and my cut is
Cut?
gonna be the cut. Yeah, it's
You
gonna be
cut?
That's
the.
my kill.
Let
cut
me
Pondale?
answer.
You cut
Let me
Pondale?
let me answer. Let me answer. My cut is gonna be the 08-09 Lakers. So in
All
that
right.
order.
Okay.
Eddie, star bench cut.
I think this is pretty easy. I'm gonna cut the bubble Lakers.
Yep.
They didn't go on to three-peat at all. Well, yet, whatever. LeBron's been there for what, 3 years now? This is his third year.
This
This
is
is his
third
third
year.
year.
Oh,
This is his
08
third year.
and 09 Lakers only did twice, so
Did it-
that was a three-peat anyway. So
Doesn't matter.
Back to back.
Gonna bench the 08-09 because the 09-10 was my favorite finals
Yes,
because I was
exactly.
with John
Exactly.
when they
That
beat
was my
Boston,
favorite
and
Lakers.
obviously it was fuck Boston, and then obviously how can you not start the Shaq and Kobe Lakers? How can you not?
Okay. All right, Kev, star bench cut.
All right, so mine is going strictly off of when I really started watching basketball, but I'm definitely cutting the bubble Lakers. Definitely. Fuck out
Drew's
here.
bubble Lakers.
why are y'all saying so much emphasis when y'all say that shit?
Because
So,
you
When I
said
really
my
started
bubble
getting
Lakers.
heavy into
They
watching
beat your team.
basketball,
Yeah.
started really heavy getting into watching basketball in '09 when college started. So the '09 Lakers definitely is my start, and I will bench the '01 Lakers,
Okay.
the Shaq and Kobe Lakers.
All right, Cap, star bench cut.
Me, I'm cutting the bubble. And then I don't know, man. I don't know who I would bench. I love Shaq and Kobe Lakers,
if it was the 010 or if it was the 09 010 Lakers,
but Kobe really, like, Kobe went crazy 08, 09. Like, I'm a bench Shaq and Kobe. Damn, that's hard to
Okay.
say.
Yeah, it's all right.
Just because Kobe really made a couple guys' careers that year, like Pau Gasol, Lamar Odom,
Right.
Ariza,
Shannon Brown was
Andrew
on that team,
Bynum,
right?
Shannon Brown.
They
Yeah.
was on our team.
That was a
Jordan.
different Kobe. That was literally when Kobe was like,
Jordan Farmar.
Yeah.
what's Farmer on 08, 09?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mamba
Yeah.
Kobe, really, right?
And-
That's like
and-
the emergence
and
of
Yeah,
Mamba.
that's the emergence of the Mamba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And besides Shaq and Kobe, like, I know they had like Rick Fox and fucking Robert Horry, but
The
besides
greatest player ever.
and Derek, but
Derek Fisher.
that bench,
He was on both teams, no?
They had Shikami Walker.
Samaki.
Samaki, right? Samaki Walker.
yeah, I feel like overall, plus the Mamba was really like Mamba. I'm gonna go with 08, 09.
All right, John.
This is pretty much easy. Obviously, cut Bubbles Lakers. I'm gonna bench the 08-09 Lakers. I'm starting the 01 Lakers. Kobe and Shaq. Starting them. The reason why I'm gonna start them, obviously, the Mamba was the Mamba 08-09, but people forget in that 01 year for the season, Kobe averaged 30 for the season playing with Shaq, and he averaged 30 through the playoffs. Obviously, Shaq had the better final.
How do I do that?
But Kobe was going crazy. Obviously,
But how old was Kobe 7 years later? Still doing the same shit.
Yeah, that's nah. I give it to you, but also that Lakers team went 15-1 in the playoffs. They only lost one game. That was the game one AI had the AI game. That's the only game they lost. So I love the 08-09 Lakers because that's the year Kobe prove to everybody like I didn't need
Hold
Shaq.
on, John. But think about it. They beat
Hey.
AI and some scrubs.
No, they had Eric Snow.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They had Eric Dampier.
And 0809 beat who?
0809 beat Orlando.
That was Dwight's team, but
Yeah.
Dwight, you got Rayful Olsen, you got Jameer Nelson.
Yeah, I would say the competition with AI.
You got Mikael Petrus, Turkoglu.
My point is that 2000 2001 team was dominant. They swept through the whole West. They swept everybody. They literally was one game away from sweeping the whole shit.
Right.
Literally.
And again, just following John, exactly the same. Bubble ain't even in the fucking stratosphere of these other fucking teams. I don't know what the fuck Drew talking about. Not even in the stratosphere.
Yo.
They will get murdered playing against one of these teams. Murdered.
I started,
but he wasn't. But I was just about to say that. But what I know about you is you wasn't watching ball during the time you was playing with it. So moving. That's Starbitch cut for the Lakers. Up next, now we got players who career ended early due to injury. We got Brandon Roy, Greg Oden, Jay Williams. Healthy. Who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting? Decap to you first.
I was gonna cut Greg Oden because we kind of seen Greg Oden play. Like, I know he got hurt, but he still came back and got hurt again. And Greg Oden was dominant. But we seen Jay Williams in the league.
You didn't really see him that much.
But
he was real quick. You saw him in like college mostly like that.
That's what I was gonna say. He had that one good year, but to me, it was a great year, but it wasn't like superstar.
Right.
Brandon Roy, I'm definitely starting because I really thought Brandon Roy was gonna be no exaggeration. He could have been what Kobe was. Like,
the next one.
He was that deal. But to me, it's a toss. I would probably bench Jay Williams and cut Greg Oden just because we've seen a little bit more in my opinion, from Greg Oden. But I don't know. It's just a clear number. If anybody don't start Brandon Roy, y'all crazy. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, John, Starbitch cut. Who you got?
It's gonna be easy. Jay Williams, great player. Unfortunately, he had a motorcycle accident that ruined everything. He's a big what if. But I'm going to cut him. I'm gonna bench Greg Oden because Greg Oden really had the talent, even though in the little limited play when he was young and still like not all the way fucked up. He showed spurts of what he could have been, and he could have been a dominant big man if it wasn't for the injuries. And he could have probably been a franchise game changer for Portland. It's just unfortunate it didn't work out for him. But I think Greg Oden would have been a great big man. Would have been talking about him. And of course, I got to start B. Roy. That was the guy, Brandon Roy. And it's unfortunate both players played for Portland.
Yeah,
both had the injury. They had the injury curse out for Portland. They got their players, and they don't got the injury ruined careers. But Brandon Roy was that guy. It's unfortunate his career got cut short, but for what he showed, he was a superstar.
Right.
And it carried over. So,
all right, Drew, Starbitch cut.
I'm starting Brandon Roy. It's very hard these last two. I'm cutting Jay Will because I did not see him play really at all. So I'm benching Greg Oden. Yeah, in that order.
All right, Ed.
I'm starting Roy. Benching Oden. And cutting
Jay Williams. Jay Williams.
Jay Will. Cutting him.
All right, Kev.
Starting Jay Will. I'm benching Brandon Roy. And I'm cutting Greg Oden.
That boy on drugs.
Yeah, he on good rocks. He on some good rocks. But I will start Brandon Roy, bench Jay, because again, I grew up in Chicago. I actually got to see him play. He had a lot of potential, and I'm a big Duke fan.
I was just about to say you a Duke fan. I knew you were gonna say that.
That's why I made it a little hard with my cut, because I'm a Duke fan too, but it made it hard for me to cut Jay Will. But
mention Jay and Greg on all with great potential, but I don't think Jay and Oden had the potential that Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was 2 steps superstar status. Like, unfortunately, the injury cut him right as he was transitioning and transcending into that superstar player.
For Kev, because I know Kev don't know basketball like that, but Brandon Roy deadass was doing what Damian Lillard is doing now. Like, effortlessly.
Effort buzzer beaters and shit. Like, easy shit. But moving on, star bench cut. Next up, we got last star bench cut. We got Super Bowl losers. Now, these teams were all great teams, great regular season teams, even great throughout the playoffs. But Super Bowl, they came up short. So we got one of Cam's favorite teams, the Cardinals.
You fucked up with this.
Cardinals, again, the Cardinals. We got the Patriots, who lost to the Giants. And then we got the Seahawks, who came up short because they didn't give it a beast mode. So star bench cut. Kev, go ahead, Kev. Star bench cut.
First of all, I'm starting for sure that 07-08 Cards team, bro.
Kev, I think that was a catch, man.
The fuck?
That was a catch. That was a catch.
I know it pisses him off. That's why every time I see it, like I do it as a bit, but every time I see it, I'm like, that's a catch.
The Cap wasn't in the chat. I think that shit is still on
NFL
Instagram.
Films.
I'm gonna send it to you, Cap. That's just blatant that it's not a catch, bro. And even in that little clip, if y'all watched it, he was like, yo, that play was not working.
All the time.
Right.
It never worked. And it still didn't work. Even the clip that they showed.
He said it still didn't work.
It still don't work. The still shot that they showed at the end of that even clip that they put on SportsCenter, bro. They didn't go into that up close shit because they don't want us to know that it wasn't a catch, and they did Larry dirty, son.
All right, so you're starting the Cardinals.
Starting the Cardinals. I'm benching the Seahawks. I don't know what the fuck y'all thought was going on here. And then I'm obviously cutting the Pats.
All right, Cap.
I'm a beast mode fan, y'all know that. And I'm definitely starting the Seahawks. I'm a bench the Pats, and I'm gonna cut the Cardinals. Because if I'm not mistaken, that's the year the Pats went undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Randy Moss.
Yeah. I'm gonna bench them, and then I'm going with the Seahawks. Seahawks was great on both sides of the ball. They was nasty. Defense, Legion of Boom, all that.
Right. I'm gonna get the bias out the way because I feel biased. Well, some of the biasing already happened. Kev with his bias. Kev, I already knew where he was going. John, although I agree with John, starting the fucking Patriots, Randy Moss, fucking
of course.
Yeah, that team
crazy.
That was crazy ass.
Yeah,
team.
they should have won.
They should have won.
GOAT receiver with the GOAT QB.
Starting that team, I'm going to bench the Seahawks. Legion of Boom, that whole team put together, beast mode, nasty. I think they would have beat that Cardinals team. So I'm going to cut the Cardinals, unfortunately. That's just how I see it.
I just answer this one question.
But
overall, no bias. Overall team, what's the weakest overall team, offense and defense, out of those three?
Cardinals. I think the Cardinals.
Name the top 3 guys on defense on that.
I can't even remember who was on the defense.
Patrick Peterson was definitely on that team, right? That was his first year.
Was it?
It was.
I
don't think so.
I don't know if that's his first year, but Carlos Dansby in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah, because he was the Mike linebacker.
Perry Ellis was their safety. Oh no, Kerry Rhodes was their safety because he left the Jets to go to them.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie's on that team in his prime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to think on who was on.
I still don't. That defense still not better than the Seahawks defense.
Listen.
No, not the Seahawks defense. They definitely better than the Pats defense that year, bro.
The only
I
thing,
I don't know, Pat. I don't
Pat
know.
Chung.
Yeah.
The twin was there.
McCourty?
McCourty.
Maybe in his first year, maybe. You think he was on that team? I don't know about that.
Was Richard Seymour still there?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think that's the year. Wasn't like Jabal Sheard had a crazy year that year too, or something like that?
Was Willie McGinnis still there?
They had Richard.
That was
Seymour.
Willie's
That was
last
04,
year,
right? The 04-05 season.
My guy. We was talking about him earlier. They had Vince
07.
Wilfork.
Yeah, they had Vince Wilfork.
Yeah, Vince.
Asante Samuel was nice too at that time.
They had the Titans coach playing linebacker for them, Vrabel.
Vrabel was decent.
Mike Vrabel was there.
He's still a solid player though. In a good system, he's a player.
Yeah, in the system, right? He was.
All right, but hold on. But now go to that Seahawks team and rename their defensive player.
Oh no, that's Seahawks.
Oh
team.
yeah, we do that all day.
We're not even comparing the Seahawks. Seahawks got the best.
It had Junior Seau, Rodney Harrison.
Yeah.
Niggas was old at that time.
But they were still better players. Seahawks got the best defense, but comparing Cardinals and the Pats defense, I think the Pats defense is better.
Nah, I'm just salty then, man.
All right, Drew, star bench cut.
I'm starting the Seahawks.
Drew.
I'm benching the Pats, and now I gotta cut the Cardinals.
Yeah, why you thinking you ain't even watched the Cardinals play?
I didn't. So
right. Yeah. So why you?
So you're right. I didn't watch the Cardinals play. So cool.
You didn't watch that Cardinals game?
He wasn't watching football yet.
Actually, I did watch that. I did watch that fucking Super Bowl.
What are you asking?
Who was the Cardinals running back, Kev?
That year,
Edgerrin James.
James, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Actually, bitch ass.
I don't know.
Watching football.
I don't know.
Something Wells or something too.
Beanie Wells? No.
I gotta Google
it.
Not Beanie.
On that team.
Wells, right?
Let me look. I don't remember. Who's the running back, Cat?
They wasn't fucking with Marshawn.
nah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And if we talking about wide receivers, listen, Kears, Golden Tate, and the other dude, I always forget his name. They wasn't great receivers.
Yeah, Edgerrin James was their running back during that time.
But still, Larry and Anquan in their prime, they were dogs, bro.
And
Kurt Warner in his gloves.
Listen, I'm not trying to hear that.
Not gonna lie, that Cardinals defense, they got some players.
No, they had Adrian Wilson, Antron Roll. Those niggas was nice.
Yeah, Clarence Campbell on the card too.
Yeah.
He was there already?
Yeah, Clarence is on the
card.
But
who was on the Seahawks defense then?
Everybody.
That's the name we forgot.
Right, yeah, every fucking body.
Everybody.
That secondary alone is like that. That literally might be like the best backfield ever with all four guys.
Compete with the steel curtain.
Bam.
So some might argue the 09
relax.
2010 New York Jets. But
you gotta relax.
Everybody went.
Eddie, no, Eddie,
I did not go.
Eddie,
I did not go.
I didn't go yet neither.
Oh, okay, John. So we got you last.
All right. Well, I approached this differently. I went with like the stupidest should get cut. So the stupidest, sorry, Cap, is the Seahawks. Run the ball. So I'll cut them for being the dumbest. The Patriots for blowing their best season. I'll bench them for also being the dumbest, letting David Tyree catch that ball. And I'm going to start the Cardinals because
they were cheated.
It was a catch. Because it was a catch.
What catch are you talking about when he got knocked out?
Santonio
Holmes.
Kev thinks that Santonio Holmes caught it like this, like with one foot here and then the other foot on top.
Foot.
That other foot didn't touch.
He toe tapped.
Other foot didn't touch.
Right.
It was a catch.
Didn't touch.
It was a catch.
I'm missing Cap video right now.
All right, John, clean us up.
I'm starting the Patriots, easy. I'm benching the 08 Cardinals, and I'm cutting the Seahawks. I'm sorry, Larry Fitz was going crazy in that Super Bowl game.
He was. I remember they was giving him the ball literally every time.
Yo, he was really going crazy. Larry Fitz is my second favorite wide receiver behind Randy Moss is Larry Fitz. Like, Larry Fitz is really that guy.
He's definitely going to be first ballot Hall of Fame.
100%.
He's gonna try to put the team on his back.
All right, man. Go ahead.
I don't say that's when they threw that slant down the middle when he caught it and then
for like 60 yards.
Took that shit 67 yards.
Yeah,
or some shit.
Dusted Troy Polamalu. He had no chance. So I was like, fuck that.
That was a good game, yo.
That was a great Super Bowl.
To this day, I've never seen a Super Bowl on a bigger TV. No, that's not true. We had a projection screen in college.
I think they beat the best team. I think the Cardinals. I mean, they lost to the best team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right, man. That's start bench cut. John, what you eating on, bro? What you got?
Yeah. What flavor is that, bro?
Original.
Oh, boo.
All right. This is episode 43 of the OSA. We get into our next segment, and that's Marquee Misses. This is Drew's segment where we pick our sleeper games and players. NFL is over. Football is over. So we're only picking, and there's no baseball right now. So we're only picking for the NBA. Marquee Miss player and game. Drew, kick us off. Or are you still eating your bread? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so let's get your game and let's get your player for Marquee Miss.
All right, my game is gonna be the Saturday night game of the Heat versus the Jazz. Is a good momentum for the Heat if they win. Hold on, 1 second.
You need some water? Got some water? Got a drink? Got a bath?
Nah, we good. This shit good though. All right, with Jimmy Butler back, the Miami Heat is gonna be going on. With Jimmy Butler back, it will be a good test for them to see if the Heat can get back on a winning streak when they're facing the top of the West in the Jazz. So number one in the West, so that's gonna be a good test.
All right.
For Miami Heat.
Number one in the West is gonna be a good test. My man Drew with the rhyme.
All right, what's your mark?
Bars.
He's dropping bars all day today.
Bars.
What's your player? Marquee Miss player.
My Marquee Miss player is gonna be on the Jazz side, which is Jordan Clarkson. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Eddie, who you got? Marquee Miss.
My Marquee Miss game. Hopefully, I'll have cable by then. Is the Hornets and the
Spurs.
Spurs, right? It's the Hornets and the Spurs. I had my guys backing me up today, and my Marquee Miss player is
DeJounte Murray.
Thank you. There you go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the assists.
I thought you were gonna pick Melo, but all right.
No.
Okay.
No, we talked about this off air.
My super game is Friday's Bucks versus Jazz game. And then my Marquee Miss player is Chicago's own D Rose.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit.
The night tonight, bro.
Good shit. Let them know. Let them know. Folks, them gonna put on. All right, Cap.
My marquee fight.
Okay.
It's gonna be Kamaru Usman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Versus Gilbert Burns. I know y'all don't be talking about UFC like that. And then I probably won't be in the next pod because y'all know I'll be jumping around. My marquee fighter is my man Adrian Broner will be making his return to the ring.
Who you fighting?
Some Dominican kid. Probably gonna light him up.
Or get his ass beat.
But AB been struggling and everything. And he finally looked like he's gonna get back to what he could have been.
Let's see. AB might get that ass tagged. All right, but John, Marquee Miss, what you got?
I got the Rockets and Knicks Saturday.
All right.
And my Marquee Miss player for this week is D Rose.
All right, rapping. Since Cap switching it up, I got Marquee Miss, Triple H versus John Cena. I don't even know if these niggas still fight. I don't even know if these niggas fight. I'm just playing.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
Nah,
I was like, really?
I dead ass didn't know if you were lying.
I was like, yo, that's what's up. I was like, that's gonna be like the Undertaker versus Goldberg. That was awful.
But my Marquee Miss game is the Warriors versus the Hornets Saturday. You know,
Melo Ball is gonna be your Marquee Miss player.
And my Marquee Miss player It's Miles Bridges. It's not
Okay, cool.
not Melo. He's gonna be the recipient. Yo, that tandem is nice. Miles Bridges and Melo.
It is.
It's exciting, but Miles
the-
Bridges ain't really that nice to me.
Yo, he be getting up there.
He be getting dunks.
If he work on the rest of his game, he gonna be nice. He hit a 3 in the last game I just saw. So that's my Marquee Miss.
That's Stromile Swift.
He got more bungees than Stromile. But that's Marquee Miss. All right, last up, 5-5. Now the NFL season is over. So we are recapping the season with our top 5 moments of the NFL 2021 season, whether it's a play, whether it's fucking acquisition, whether it's a trade, whatever it is, it's up to y'all to spin it how y'all want. Top 5 moments of this last NFL season is up to you. All right, y'all got that? Now, what happened, Drew?
No, I thought you was gonna go to me. All right.
Okay, so from 5-1, like always, I'm coming to you because you lead us every week. At number 5, what you got, Drew? 5 NFL 2020 top moments.
My number 5 is going to be DK Metcalf when he chased down Bud Dupree for chase down tackle, son.
Chase down.
He chased down who?
Buda Baker.
Chase down Bud Dupree.
Buda
Baker. My bad.
Yeah,
you worse than Charles Barkley, boy.
Yo, he a knucklehead.
All right, John. John at number 5, what you got?
At number 5, I got Daniel Jones 90-yard tumble.
That's funny. That's funny, John.
I
dad got that shit. Dad got that shit on my list.
No, you don't. All right, DK.
I dad got that shit on my list. It's gonna be up there.
My number 5 is when Cole Holcomb knocked Ezekiel Elliott out. You're gonna have to look that clip up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that clip in. At number 5, Kev, what you got?
My number 5, me and John is simpatico. I ain't want to have to put it on the list, but it's definitely Daniel Jones not scoring that fucking.
Stumbling like a motherfucker. Bro.
I don't know, man. He top heavy. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, that nigga
top heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
Top heavy.
Being Eli's twin, you know.
Like a motherfucker.
Right, born. He was developed
head
in the
bigger than his body.
Yeah, developed in the Manning workshop and shit. So
yeah,
right. All right, Ed, number 5.
My number 5 is Lamar Jackson's poop.
What?
Oh yeah,
Lamar Jackson had to take a shit.
Yeah.
When he had to go take a shit.
Oh, okay.
I
get it.
Take a shit.
All right, my number 5 is a little more complex, but my number 5 is the NFL rookie class. We had a lot of great rookies this year, a lot of breakout rookies this year, from Joe Burrow to Chase Young to Jonathan Taylor to my guy
Chase Claypool.
Spoiler alert.
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Matt Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Cam Akers.
Yeah, Cam Akers. James Robinson from Jags. It was just a bunch of
pretty much any receiver that wore number 11 except for Denzel Mims. So Brandon Ayuk, Pittman from the Colts.
Right, I forgot about
Claypool.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor.
Right, Jonathan Taylor. It was a dope rookie class this season. So I just wanted to
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, I didn't want to pick one, so I just bunch them all up. The rookie class was fire this year. All right, Drew at number 4.
My number 4 is sad moment when Dak Prescott broke his leg. So, you know.
And Tony Romo said he'd be fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
He saw the nigga leg. He's like, oh yeah, he's good.
Out of him. It's funny as hell because Tony been in that situation too, and he was just like, yeah, he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Nigga leg was 5 yards up the field. Tony like, oh, he good. Nigga leg twisted all the way over his shit. Like, nigga, fuck are you talking about? All right, John at number 4.
At number 4 is a toss-up between 2 touchdowns, but I'm going with the Odell sweep against the Cowgirls at my number 4. We took the sweep to the crib. That's my number 4.
Oh,
Cap.
yo, actually, that shit was crazy because he
Number
put on
four.
turn his gears.
My number four, probably Johnny number three. It's the D Hop catch.
The
Hail
Hail
Murray?
Murray.
That's my number 2.
Hail
Alright,
Murray.
we ain't
All right,
get
well,
that yet.
way to
That's
tell
my number
everybody.
2.
Alright.
Yeah, way to tell everybody.
Like,
Yeah, great. Say it one more time. What, Drew? What is it? It's your what?
It's my number 2.
Is it what is it again? Sorry, what is it?
I'm gonna
Drew,
keep on saying it.
Stop saying.
I'm gonna keep on saying that
Stop
shit.
talking to
I
him. Stop talking to him.
whatever.
Yeah, at number 4, what
petty
you
as
got?
shit.
How,
So I'm a fan of catches, and this catch I actually talked about it on the pod a few times, and I actually got hype about it again, talking to Decap about it during the Super Bowl and acted it out. Tyler Johnson's back shoulder catch from Tom Brady.
Oh yeah,
was
yeah,
filthy.
yeah.
Like just ball awareness, even though the ball was already out. He didn't really see where it was. By the time he turned around for it, this way he had to open all the way to his far left side just to catch that ball.
He got a job next year from that catch alone.
Word. Yo,
Yeah.
shout
That
out
catch
to
was
my
filthy.
shout out to my cousin getting that Super Bowl ring. Man. Yo, I didn't. I'm telling you, that's what these niggas said in my family. I don't know the nigga, but that's what they said. All right, Ed at number 4.
Ask him for that bag then.
That nigga ain't
my
gonna
number
say, "Fucking you,
4
nigga."
is I'm doing this all off cuff. My number 4 is the Atlanta Falcons teaching the entire NFL that you can actually chase the ball when you kick an onside kick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you can move forward. The defense can't touch it, but you can.
Right.
And the windmill onside kick, obviously, for whatever. Fucking hilarious.
Thought you was gonna say Sam Darnold and them ghosts.
Well, that was 2 seasons ago.
That was last year.
They're still there. Them ghosts are still on the field.
Yeah, sure.
Sam Darnold had like a 60-yard rushing
against the Broncos.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Running for his life.
Yeah.
He didn't even know he scored. Did you see his face after he scored? Put that in the honorable mentions. He was just like, holy shit, I'm here.
Yeah, I actually have that as one of my honorable mentions. But Drew, what you got? I'm sorry, Drew. My bad. My number 4. My number 4 is the Derrick Henry stiff arm on Josh Norman. Derrick Henry being Derrick Henry.
That was a beat test. Yeah.
I'll talk about mine later.
One of the most gifted and memed players in the NFL. Definitely that. They had Josh Norman every fucking where after that. So that's my number 4. Drew at number 3. What you got?
Just like I said, my number 3 is going to be Daniel Jones when he that almost touchdown that never was, when he fucking had a wide open ass lane. He fucking and bust his ass. So that's my number 3.
We got it. Yeah,
Mad funny.
Covered that.
All right, John.
Y'all act like we can't have the same picks. Like, shut up.
John, number 3.
I just wait till we get to your number 2. We could just straight up skip it.
My number 2. My number, I said number 2. That fucking me up. My number 3 is the DK chase down.
There you go, John. Yeah, chasing down Bud Dupree, right?
All right, Cap.
I hate this nigga for real.
My number 3 and my number 2 kind of got mentioned already, but my number 3, y'all just gotta throw in like a highlight of DK manliness, like the stiff arms, the blocks, the play when they threw the ball to him. He didn't catch the ball, but the safety came down to hit him, and he knocked the safety over.
Yeah,
yep. He was still standing.
Just like throwing a clip of DK just being a grown ass man out there,
being a beast.
Also, make sure you also add the clip of DK throwing the ball.
With no time on the clock too this year.
That one too. When DK threw the ball at the 1, make sure that's like the blooper part of it. But he came back and scored. He made up for it.
Yeah. All right, Kev, number 3.
Now my number 3 is definitely DK's rundown, bro. Because Coach always used to teach us, like we were younger, like gears, bro. Him running and then seeing that extra gear just to catch Buda Baker, who had like what 6-7 yard like head start.
I hate this nigga. Yeah,
that shit was tough. I'm not gonna lie. That's everything. That's everything that coach wants you to do. You know what I mean? You're on offense don't mean you can't play defense. You can't hustle. You can't make every play. So
that should just show how much DK love football.
Right.
For real.
I definitely want to chase his ass down. I only had one give.
Not even in that play, you can see Russell give up on the play too. Russell's like, oh.
I'd be like, damn, he gone, ain't he?
Mr. Unlimited.
He running fast.
Yo, and shout out to all the memes for that. I don't know who created that. Biden chasing down dickhead.
Yeah, Biden chasing down Trump. All that.
Mail-in ballots.
Yo,
chasing
imagine
down,
if DK was a cop instead of playing football.
I'll stop it.
I run from him. You just give up. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm dead going down and shit.
You try,
man, just give me the cuffs, dog. Like, stop playing games, son. Let's go.
Man, he could straight jump over the shit.
All you running from this nigga, all you gonna hear behind you is yeah.
You go ahead.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But you hear his voice on your neck.
Yeah.
You know, oh shit, this nigga. Big black ass on top of you.
Imagine him running with like a nightstick and just hit you in the back of the head.
You dying.
No, wake up.
Man,
a handcuff to the bed, but yeah, that would be crazy.
All right, Ed, at number 3.
My number 3, I just wrote down. I want what Decap has. I just wrote Henry is a bully. So just a montage of Henry just bullying everybody.
I'm gonna pull a Drew. That's my number 2, the Derrick Henry manliness.
Right.
Yeah, that's your what, Decap?
That's my number 2.
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, my number 3 is AK going for 6 on my team, the Vikings. Alvin Kamara cooking. That was a good game for me in fantasy because
it's
that
the chip.
Wait. It was against the Vikings, bro?
Yeah, it was against the Vikings.
Yeah, I thought that. Well, lucky that shit. I thought that was.
Damn, that was gonna be my number 1. That was gonna be
I thought it was against the Bears. To be honest,
Alvin Kamara.
I got blown out.
Alvin Kamara, my number 1.
Yeah,
I got blown out in the finals because AK put 50 on me.
And that's why
Thursday night.
Mid-calf playing fantasy. AK put up them numbers for you, man, and shit cooking. So that's definitely gotta be mentioned in here. 6 touchdowns. He could have got more. But he did. So number 2, Drew. Number 2. Hail Murray, right?
Yeah, it's Hail Murray.
Okay,
yeah. So,
all right, John.
You kind of know that.
John, number 2.
My number 2 is Hail Murray.
Right. Elaborate.
John, you want to? Yeah, please go into elaborate detail.
Okay, I'm gonna elaborate.
What happened on that play?
Kyle Murray.
Drew, John fucking.
Doing a little scramble at the end of the game, threw up the prayer, and D-Hop came down with it over like 3-4 guys.
Crazy.
He said D-Hop back here somewhere.
Great pick, John.
Great pick, John.
Yeah, man.
Great pick,
by far one of the best picks I've heard so far.
Easily, and also best positioning at number 2.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, best positioning. That it's your number 2, it's amazing.
Yeah, good shit. All right, Cap, at number 2, what you got?
Derrick Henry 2000.
Yeah.
2000?
Yeah, 2K. DH2K. Doesn't have the same ring, but
he was 2K. Yeah,
you could just
D2KH.
Another mirage of him going for 60 yards,
beating people up. Yeah, it's beating people up.
D2K sound like a boy band. It was B2K.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it's B2K.
Kev used to want to be one.
Bump.
Number 2, what you got?
What was the song?
Number 2, I definitely have AK's 6 touchdown game. After the 3rd touchdown, I wasn't even mad. I knew I was gonna lose. I'm glad I made it to the championship in our fantasy league. So I wasn't even mad at that point, man.
Yeah.
All right.
But after the second one, I was tight.
After the second
third one,
it's like, all right. Fuck it.
It was all right. I'm like,
right. Like, I take it. I'm being abused, and I'm just take it. Yeah, number 2.
Number 2 is Greg Williams calling zero blitz twice, which set the foundation for the Jets to finally fire Adam Gase, and it was amazing. And I'm happy, and I'm in love with Robert Saleh.
By the way, I got a conspiracy. I feel like he
got paid.
They sacrificed Greg Williams.
Yeah.
They paid him to do that.
100%. That's exactly what happened. I said that the week it happened.
Because Greg Williams is a great defensive coordinator. I don't really see him just doing that.
No, he did it because he hates Adam Gase, and he probably got paid a shitload of money for it. And good for him. I'm proud of him. That's why it's my number two. That's why it's my number two.
At number two, simpatico with John and only John, I have Hail Murray at number two.
Yeah, great. That's great. That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Oh,
hey, do you want to go into a little bit more detail? Like what happened in the play before that?
Okay.
I honestly, I don't remember. I just remember.
I see what type of time y'all on.
Baby Wilson.
I see what type of time y'all on. I see it. I see what type of time y'all on.
Baby Russ is one of my favorite.
Drew, real quick. What do you know? What type of time we're on, or
y'all fuck off, like you always say. Fuck off.
To D-Hop, one of the best receivers at number two. John, me and you.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Great.
Same page. All right.
Fuck you, Deb.
All right. At number one in our 5-5 NFL 2020 season moments. Drew, what do you have?
Now you pissed me off. Go to somebody else.
So Drew don't have a number one then.
I actually do have a number one
right now.
So
I actually do have a number one.
What's your number one?
It was AK 6 touchdowns. But thank you for
that was ass John. Moving on to you. What's your number one? John, what you got at number one?
I called that. I called that.
Trash.
Yo, y'all ready?
This is trash.
Yo, Dev, my number one is this. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Go Brady. Woo-hoo-hoo. That feeling for the GOAT. That's my number one.
All right, Cap, at number one.
With the second overall pick, the Washington football team select Chase the Predator Young. That's what my number one was.
Chase
That's a good number one.
Chase that
Very
guy.
creative.
That team.
Very creative.
Yeah, that's
what happened to Drew.
That's Chase.
He's not interrupting anymore.
Nah, I think he left. Cam, number one.
My number one is the Hail Murray.
Oh wow, great pick.
Great pick.
That catch.
Great pick.
Great
pick.
That catch me. I don't know. All I know is Moss was proud because when Moss finally spoke out on that shit, he was like, "Yo,
that shit was nasty."
Nigga Moss, that he jumped over 3 dudes, bro. It's just perfect timing. So good for him.
But again, they were some assholes and dummies too, because they were supposed to smack that ball. Anybody that's listening, all of us know you playing basketball. You don't need to be the tallest person to out rebound everybody on the court. Right.
But in D-Hop's case, he is tall as shit, and he waited and he timed that shit perfectly. He out jumped them. He out rebounded them.
No, the problem was
them dummies trying to catch it. Yeah, they trying to catch it instead of smacking it down.
Yeah, go for the swat.
All right, Ed, number one.
Yo, this nigga Drew is gone. Y'all gonna have to blink that out. YouTube not gonna accept that.
YouTube allow finger justice, so he good. All right, Ed, and number one.
My number one is the NFL, even though it was for what it looked like. It was obviously for a publicity stunt, depending on what happened in the summer. But I will give the players their credit. For what the NFL allowed the players to do this season without criticizing them, pretty much. So obviously the whole BLM movement, wearing the names on the back of their helmets, the unity, everything behind it, letting the players again use their platform to express how they feel, and actually listening to them this time. But again, we all know it's the NFL; they do it for the money.
$250 million of a donation.
Yeah, and
saving
again,
face.
Yeah, and the NFL, I ain't worried about them. They just kissing ass, talking shit.
Who is he talking to? Who's Drew talking to?
All of y'all. He said, fuck all of y'all.
Yeah.
Keep telling y'all. He said, damn.
At number one, I have also with John, Buccaneers winning his championship. My nigga AB getting him a ring. Adonican Soup getting the ring. The great game, Devin White, whatever the nigga name is. Devin White cooking. Antoine Winfield Jr., rookie, on my great rookie list.
Buda Baker and Bud Dupree.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill, great game. They played well, and they did what I said somebody was going to do. I said the Chiefs wasn't going to win, and sure enough, they did not win. Eddie sent that transaction. But that is our list for Fab Five. I'm bringing Drew back. Drew, don't come in here cursing, bro. I'm bringing you back.
Yeah, what's the number one, Drew?
So don't come in here with all that profanity. Okay, so this is episode 43. Thank you to the homie Catholic dropping in, honorary 7-member of the cast. Honestly, because of the Super Bowl, Cap's supposed to be replacing Ed right now.
Yeah, thank God, finally. Because
Cap was one game behind me in playoff picks. Ed was last, so technically, Ed, this is your last day. Cap is replacing you as our host.
Thank God.
So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share. Make sure you rate. Do all that great stuff. Hopefully we have DQ back next week, and our new host, DCAP, will be taking over. So say your goodbyes to Ed.
Sayonara.
Again, Drew is over there, but I don't trust to bring him back.
Look at him.
But I don't trust to bring him back. But
He's not goodbye. Fuck you, Ed.
He's talking to himself. He's talking to himself.
Drew is here. Ed is here. Kev is here. Cap is here. John is here. I'm here. And like always, Ed.
We out.
Don't know.